How is everyone doing? Oh, here's being a bit annoying. There we go. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Of course, we are resuming with the hunt in the Safari Zone for Safari Week. Will today be our lucky day? I don't know, and I hope it is. Alright, let's get ready for the hunting. Let's let the hunt begin. Yeah, I know my money is extremely low. I know it is extremely low. I need to stock up on more money. Oh, we got some popping in. Who is that? Hey, Hannah, thank you. Yeah, I know. I want the shiny too. I really want this shiny. I mean, it's a combination mostly of I just want this hunt to be done. Like, I don't have anything against, like, Safari Week. It's just I want my shiny. I really just want to get something. Oh, that's what it was. That was the cord. Sorry, counter. Open up the counter, and... But yeah, so what's up? Who is everyone's favorite professor, if you don't mind my asking? But how is everyone doing this morning? How's everyone doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing quite well. And no, I have not set up the counters, the automatic counter things yet. I need to get working on those. I need to just figure out how to work them in. Oh, great, Staravia. But yeah, so we are halfway to odds, and we are, what, 6 days in out of a 9-day event? So, not looking good for our hero. Not looking good for our hero. But, I mean, hopefully we can get it. Hopefully we can get it. I just wish there was a way to, like, turn off these animations, like the whole battle intro thing, because that would really speed up things. Nope, we have not found a shiny yet. And good morning, Alpha. How are you doing? Nope, we actually were just saying that I haven't found a shiny yet. We are just barely at half odds now, a little over halfway odds. So, I wasn't really expecting to find a shiny by this point. So, it's kind of a bit of things right there. But yeah, really, we just need to slowly go through all of our odds. We need to just get our odds done and get our shiny, hopefully. I would love to get a shiny, though. I would really love to get one. Glad you're doing well. Glad you're doing well. But yeah, I'm hoping we get a shiny soon. I would really like to get our shiny soon. Cause like, again, I have mixed feelings when it comes to Safari Week. On the one hand, I do very much enjoy the whole, Hey, I'm glad you're doing well, Mikhail. I'm glad you're doing great. But yeah, it's like, it's about, there's only 3 days left of this. Well, 3 days, well, technically 4 days, because this is, like, on the 6th day, and we still haven't done the 6th-day hunt yet, so we've got a bunch more encounters to do. We still have a lot of stuff to go through. The end goal of today is to hopefully end off around 3,000 encounters and be very close to be very close to 3/4 odds. That is the end goal for this stream. Of course, we're going to go live later. Again, we've been doing 2 streams for the entirety of Safari Week, and that one is going to be our return to the shiny Amora hunt in Shield and Sword, which I'm very much looking forward to. I am hoping that one goes well. But yeah, I did actually do the count yesterday. We have an ongoing stream saga of 10 different stream series all running right now, excluding Safari Week. So, my main goal right now is, like, plan out the, not necessarily, like, the stream schedule for the next couple of days, but really just, like, feel out what streams are doing best at what time, maybe dial some certain streams back a little bit if they're either not doing too well, or just, I mean, I guess not necessarily, like, they're not the most engaging, but, really, like, to feel out what streams are doing the best at what times of the day, and, try and work through what I think will be the quickest to resolve methods. Oh, nice, Masuda hunting. Excellent. Very nice. Actually, speaking of Masuda hunting, that is actually reminding me of Go, where I need to remember my shiny Meltan box today, where, I mean, it isn't going to be a guaranteed shiny Meltan, it's just as a chance of being a shiny Meltan today. And this is one of the last remaining days of the Meltan hunt. And I want my shiny Meltan. I want my shiny Melty Face. a Melty Boy. I love Meltan. Because again, I freaking love Meltan. I love it. And it is just absolutely stellar. An absolutely stellar Pokemon. I wish you good luck on the Masuda hunting. Finally get my Grookey. Ooh, over odds. Yikes. I don't count eggs, but I have one and another half dozen boxes for wow. That is 45 eggs, I believe. I believe that's 45 eggs. I believe that is 45 eggs. Because I believe in a box there's 30 spaces in a box, and half another box is 15. So 15 plus 30 is 45. But yeah, I like to count my encounters I do for my shiny hunts just so I have a vague idea of how many Pokemon it takes me to go through to get odds. That's generally what I like to do just so I can keep track. It's just it's a personal thing, but yeah, I get why some people don't. But yeah, it's actually funny that you're actually speaking about Trapinch because I have shiny Trapinch. I have just so many of them because of Pokemon Go. So I also have a shiny Trapinch because of the whole fiasco that was not shiny hunting, but was hidden ability hunting for Gabite in Ultra Moon many years ago. That whole just freaking fiasco, and let's just say because of that, Trapinch and I do not exactly have the greatest relationship because I wanted that Gabite, and it took forever to get, and the Trapinch just appeared like that out of nowhere and consumed all my good luck for a while. I mean, Flygon is a good Pokemon. I like it. I do miss the days of before the expansion pass of Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra, where Flygon was actually really, really good to use in the metagame, because it meant Garchomp was no longer present. As much as I love using Garchomp on my doubles teams, I am glad when it is gone, because it's ridiculously fast for what it is. I mean, for how bulky Garchomp is, for how hard it hits, it is a lot faster than, what realistically most Pokemon of comparable stats are. Comparable defensive and offensive stats. Generally, those are, a lot slower. They're generally more in the line of, Trick Room Pokemon. But no, because Garchomp is a pseudo-legendary, it has insane speed for really all its stats. And it hits like a freight train while being extremely bulky. And it could also just be Tank Chomp, where, it has the rough skin set and Rocky Helmet, which I love. I love Tank Chomp, just because I fondly remember running a Tank Garchomp in doubles, and a Weavile triple axled it. So, it has the 3 hits that go off for triple axle. It procced Rough Skin, it procced Rocky Helmet, and if I recall right, the Weavile also was holding a Life Orb. So, I mean, obviously, the Weavile took down my Garchomp with that triple axle, but it took itself out too. And I just I generally prefer full out aggressive when it comes to my Pokemon builds, but that always just makes me laugh oh yeah, I ran Tank Chomp, and it basically caused a Weavile to KO itself in KOing my Garchomp. I love that. It always makes me smile when I just think about that. I mean, it was obviously a big blunder on my part keeping that Garchomp out, because I was expecting Fake Out. I was not expecting this to go straight into Triple Axe. It was the first turn of the match. And that was not a good thing for me. It ended up costing me the game, but it was just still freaking hilarious. Enough about my rambling. But yeah, I have nothing against Flygon or Vibrava. It's just that Trapinch really kind of cheesed me, and it was really, you had to pop up right when I was looking for Megabite. Had to pop up when I was looking for a Megabite. Because, I know a lot of people don't really like using legendaries or pseudo-legendaries on their teams when it comes to Pokemon, but, I mean, I like using them because, again, I do play the metagame, and I do use what is the statistical best. Oh, no, it was the other team had the Weavile. The other team had the Weavile. I had the Garchomp. And honestly, like, Weavile really is... Like, Weavile isn't that great in doubles anymore. I mean, it has... Like, Weavile is very good in doubles when it comes to non-restricted... When it comes to non-restricted legendary formats. It's a bit of a tongue twister. But pretty much Weavile is very good in formats where box art legendary Pokemon, known officially as the restricted legendaries, are not present, so you don't have things like Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. You don't have those big box art legendaries. That's where Weavile really shines. Because it gets Fake Out, it can be a good Sash user. It used to get Knockoff, I think it no longer gets Knockoff. And, you know, it now gets Triple Axle, it gets, you know, Fling, so you can do some Fling shenanigans with a partner Pokemon using, like, Weakness Policy or a boosting item. It's all kinds of just crazy, insane shenanigans you can pull off with it. And I absolutely love it. But yeah, outside of really, like, those sorts of restricted legendary, outside of those, like, box art legendary formats being restricted, Weavile doesn't perform as well unless there's, like, a very heavy Psychic presence, but even then, there are other Dark types that can realistically perform the job a little bit better, namely Incineroar, because Incineroar is not weak to Fairy, and many of the Fairy type, many of the Psychic types that are used are generally partially Fairy, or, you know, Fairy is very commonly used. Kayla, thank you. We love the wholesome Pokemon gang. We love the wholesome Pokemon gang. But yeah, it's Weavile's a bit of a weird case. Again, it's actually kind of the same with Garchomp, where Garchomp is generally pretty good in non-restricted formats. But when it comes to the restricted formats, it really just gets massively outpowered. It's really not even a contest at that point. But that's because when it comes to the legendary restricted formats, you have your box art legendary Pokemon, which are generally the centerpiece of your team, and then, you know, your remaining 4 Pokemon for VGC are generally divided between being support Pokemon for, you know, the legendary Pokemon, support Pokemon just in general for the team, such as, like, a Weather Setter, Helping Hand, Trick Room, or Tailwind, or they are counter killers, which is what I like to call them, which are pretty much, okay, I have a Groudon. I know Kyogre, Kyogre, these things beat Groudon. I will add on this member of my team to destroy those counters. You know, generally something like Gastrodon. So, the team generally revolves around the 2 box arts. Well, 1, I guess, in the case of Shield and Sword, 1 restricted legendary format, which, side note, I do not like that 1 restricted legendary format, and there was a reason why. Because the legendary basically on every single team was just Zacian. It was almost exclusively Zacian, just because, well, you can't Dynamax, and Zacian has this most insane stats of everything there. Why not use Zacian? Like, Ho-Oh and, like, Kyogre saw counter meta use because they could destroy Zacian, but, like, that was it. There was very little other than just Zacian. With the double legendary formats, you know, you do still see Zacian a lot. Like, Zacian is still one of the most present Pokemon there is, but the other legendaries do add a lot more. You can have a lot more variety and variability. Though I still do find it funny that of all Pokemon, the highest usage Pokemon in official formats is not a legendary, it's not a mythical. Well, mythicals are banned in VGC. It's Incineroar. Yeah. Incineroar is at, like, 76% usage in VGC at the moment. It is insane how good Incineroar is. It's like they have created, like, the most perfect Pokemon for doubles, because it gets Intimidate, it gets Fake Out, it gets Parting Shot, it gets Snarl. It used to get Knockoff, it no longer gets Knockoff. It gets all these good moves. Well, do you play singles or doubles? Do you play singles or doubles? Because Incineroar is like crap in singles. It is everywhere. No, I approve. I approve of that, Hannah. I approve of that. Yeah, that's why. Incineroar is crap in singles. Incineroar is crap in singles. It is like, but it is a basically monster when it comes to VGC. Because its toolkit is heavily designed around being very good for doubles, not so much for singles. Yeah, it's without knockoff, it really struggles in singles. It really struggles in singles. Well, okay, when is my box for Meltan gonna be done? Yeah, I'm waiting for my Meltan box to open up so I can actually start hunting for Meltan again. I'm probably not gonna get a shiny Meltan at all, but I mean, you gotta hope. You gotta hope. I probably still have like another hour on it before it's done, but yeah, I feel probably have another hour on my Meltan box before I can open it again, so it's probably not even worth wasting my time on it. It's just gonna slow down this hunt. It's just gonna slow down the main hunt. But yes, the plan for today is get to around 3,000 encounters, hopefully get to 3,100, maybe a little more if I feel like pushing it a little, but not probably, because again, we still have the Aurora's hunt later today, so we have a lot of plans. We have a lot of plans to do. Run away from the Starly. Again, Starly, Staravia, get out of here. Exactly, Kayla. Staravia cost us our shiny Togepi. We failed that shiny Togepi because of Staravia. Get out. We don't want you here. I mean, I like Staraptor, and I like Starly, but Staravia, no. No Staravia. No Staravia. Hey. Stop appearing, Staravia! You have no right to appear before me after what you pulled. You have no right to appear before me. Wooper. There we go. There's Happy Wooper. There's Happy Wooper. Now we get Pokemon that can be here. Now we get Pokemon that deserve to be shiny. Exactly. Bad Staravia. Bad Staravia. I love how I just developed a vendetta against Staravia after that. It's just like, you cost me my shiny Togepi. Granted, again, shiny Togepi is going to be our 1,000 subscriber special shiny hunt. So, that is hopefully what's going to happen. But yeah, I hope we can get it that way. I mean, so again, I guess it's kind of like, you know, the world telling me, no, you will get this hunt when you get to 1,000. Not before, not after, but when you get to 1,000. Which, hopefully, I know this is like super wishful thinking. But I hope we can get to 1K by August. By not like the end of August, not like the start of August, but like by like the month of August, either like the end of August or like mid. Like by like August, I want us to hit that goal. Like some vague time frame within August. You know, and based on our track record of like how much progress we have been making, I think that's reasonable. I think it's like it's vaguely reasonable to assume that can happen. My favorite Pokemon game is Black and White. Like it's Black and White by a mile, and a lot of that goes into I like that it's actually a difficult Pokemon game, and I like the story, which, it's not the most difficult Pokemon game. Again, we have the entire difficulty analysis series, where we go over what actually was the hardest Pokemon game, but it really was the first one that started doing a lot more difficult-oriented things, and I do love the story. I think the story is fantastic, and just all around is a great game. Like, I would say, honestly, it is the ideal first Pokemon experience. Yeah, Black 2 are copies of Black 2 and White 2 are extremely hard to come by, and they are extremely expensive. Gale of Darkness is also a great game. Gale of Darkness is a great game. It's still a little... It's one... Gale of Darkness and Coliseum are two games that people always say are spin-offs, but, like, they're main games, because, like, you can trade and battle with them. You know, yes, you have things like Ranger, which are, you know, decidedly spin-offs where you can send a Pokemon from an event into the main games, but you cannot battle, you know, you can't use your Pokemon Ranger stylus to battle, like, Diamond and Pearl Pokemon. You can use XD Gale of Darkness to battle Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, Ruby Sapphire, and you can't do that with, like, any of the other... Even, like, Let's Go is considered mainline series, and you cannot trade and battle with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or Sun or Moon. Okay? You can't do that. But you can with Coliseum and XD for the Gen 3 games. And yet they're somehow still spin-offs. It's very, very strange. It's like, XD should be main series. XD should be main series. I'll be buying copies of both versions, like $20. Wow. When did you get those? Did you get those, like, really, really around release? Because I know, I think it was around the release of them, they weren't doing super, super well games. Like, they are, to my knowledge, outside, like, as a duo of games. So, like, you know, you look at the unit sales of each game, because I think in total they sold, like, 8 million copies, but they're two games. You compare that to, you know, let's say a game like Platinum, which sold 7 million copies, but that's one game selling around 7.5 million copies, versus two games cumulatively selling 8 million. I think it is that Black 2, White 2 sold the worst of any Pokemon game that is mainline. Oh yeah, nowadays they're, like, insanely expensive. Interesting, you must... you had those for a freaking steal then, if they were a year or two ago. I mean, the other reason why I really prefer Black and White over Black 2, White 2 is I don't care for seeing old Pokemon. It does nothing but clutter the game, in my opinion. Like, one of the reasons why Unova in Black and White is so hard is that almost every single Unovan Pokemon has a very usable kit that can, like, be very, very good and techy or, like, very damagey. When you mix in a lot of the old Pokemon, which were not necessarily designed to have good movesets, good stat spreads, good abilities that, you know, coincide with what their stats and rules are, you have a lot of Pokemon that are, you know, very, very subpar. That's one of the generally maligned things about Gen 5 is the power creep, but the power creep was because this was the first time they actually made Pokemon to suit certain roles, rather than, you know, here's a stat spread for a Pokemon, and then the competitive scene fills in, like, okay, this is what role it could reasonably fill, when, you know, Black and White was, these are dedicated, target-made, good Pokemon for reasons. And, you know, having, like, those old, you know, non-Gen 5 Pokemon, which are not generally as good, like, you know, there are still very good Pokemon that existed before Generation 5. You know, they have good stats, good abilities, good moves, yeah, good type combinations. They exist, but not to the same, like, frequency. Like, you compare the Pokemon, like, the number of, you know, what I would say, like, above average Pokemon, for, like, the average stat spreads of Pokemon for Black and White, and then you compare, like, the other games, it's a lot lower for, like, number of them, just because of how, you know, low the stats are. If I recall right, I think it is that it's either Johto or Kanto actually has the lowest average BST for a region. So, like, you average up, like, you add up all the Pokemons, you add up the base stat total of every Pokemon in a region, you know, you know, that were added in that region, and then you divide that by the number of Pokemon that exist. So you add up all the Pokemon in Johto's BSTs, and then you divide that by 100, because if I recall, there is exactly 100 Pokemon in Johto. It's either Johto or Kanto has the lowest average BST of all regions. Which, again, goes into what I said before about Pokemon really not having good stats before Generation 5, where they started dedicated to making Pokemon with more beneficial base stats. To get Black or White 2, I'm going to use Flygon instead. Interesting, yeah. I mean, I love both Flygon and Haxorus. I actually did use Haxorus on my Black 2 team we used for the Let's Play. And Arbiter was absolutely a treat to use. He was a just absolute crusher of everything later game. But I had a lot of fun with that. That was a lot of fun playing that game. We are eventually going to be doing a hard mode series of Black 2, White 2, so that is something to look forward to, where we are going to be 100% of the game, so completing the Pokedex, getting the Shiny Charm, and getting all the medals. So that is something to look forward to. I don't know when we're going to be doing that. That is going to be a like later on. No, it is average BSTs, because I know, like, lower region. Oh, yeah, BST. Oh, I just got it. That's amazing. That is amazing, Hannah. Like, I feed on bad puns, Hannah. I feed on bad puns. So you doing that is feeding me. I appreciate that, and I approve of that. I approve, Hannah. We were talking a little bit about Gen 5 for a bit, yeah. But, like, mostly, like, the reasons I like it. Restart Black Challenge. I think it's just, like, the same way that you restart normally, but I know that in order to get them, you have to, link the games. Like, you have to, like, memory link, I think is what it's called. And get, you know, the hard mode from one game. Because one game has hard mode, one game has easy mode, if I recall. And you need to beat the game to unlock it. So I don't remember exactly how to do it. But yeah. Yeah, I agree. I also like, I love Gen 5. Gen 5 is the best gen. But yeah, well, Alpha, I can certainly say you would absolutely adore the difficulty analysis series that we did, Alpha. You would love it. I highly recommend watching it. It is a very... I made it to be like a very bingeable series, and I hope you enjoy it. But hey, J-Love, howdy Goldie, how are you guys doing this fine, wonderful morning? I'm doing absolutely fantastic, and hope you are as well. We're just getting our shinies hunts underway. Again, every encounter that is not shiny is one encounter closer to our eventual shiny. Always one step closer. Really? You finally got a shiny Politoed? Nice! Nice work on the Politoed. If you want to join the Discord, actually, do I have a shiny trophy case placed yet? Actually, let me actually make a shiny trophy case. So, shiny trophy case. So, we now have a shiny trophy case portion of the server. If you would like to hop into the server and, you know, post that shiny Politoed, just to showcase your shinies. I love Badoo. I love Badoo. I just Snorlax, I had Snorlax really ask me, Roost, you seem obsessed with Gen 5, to which I responded, yes. Facts. Fact, you know what? Roost, that is pin comment material right there. That is pin comment material. Alright. And pin. That is pin comment material right there, my man. Love it. Well, I mean, don't watch it now, Alpha. I want you to watch the stream. You can watch it when I'm not streaming. I mean, granted, I guess you like... Well, I mean, I could say, oh, well, you could, like, be lurking in the stream while listening to it, but then there's, like, a lot of the information is presented, like, visual aids on screen, so it's not really easy to, like, podcast listen to it, because you need to see, like, a lot of the visuals that are there. But else, I mean, fair enough. I love... Gala Kitty and Gala Kitty, yes. Yeah, I like Gen 4. Gen 4 used to be my favorite generation, but over time I did start to realize a lot of my love for Generation 5 was, not Generation 5, Generation 4 was really just nostalgia for, it was actually like the first game I actually played, and, playing Platinum a couple of years ago, and then, eventually replaying BDSP, and realizing, wait, without the Grand Underground, so many of these Pokemon were just locked out. And then, the difficulty analysis series, like, further highlighting, wow, Diamond and Pearl really wasn't that great. It was just nostalgia glamorizing it. And, not to say that Gen 4 is bad, but essentially there's a lot of... I guess, like, I overlooked some, like, the more unflattering things about it. I still said that a lot of great things Gen 4 did. Like, I prefer the non-mono-type teams. I wish they brought that back in more teams, because those are the most fun gym battles and the Elite Four battles I've had. I love them. But, I mean, really outside of that, like, really the only hard part of the game is just Cynthia's Garchomp, which is really only hard because we didn't know how to deal with it when we were younger. These days, we go through it like nothing because we know exactly what Garchomp is, and we know, oh, it's just that fast, it's just that strong. Riolu is really fine in Black 2. Yes! That's actually one of the reasons I actually don't like Lucario, because there is an NPC at the beginning of Black 2 and White 2 that specifically points out you might want to go grab a Riolu for the first gym, because they're a normal-type trainer. And it's like, really? That is the most unsubtle thing ever. And it's like, it is just like, really? I get that you guys really like pushing Lucario in the series, but that is a bit excessive. I like Gen 4, for the longest time, up until Generation 7, was the only gen where I love all the starters. Like, I legitimately have a hard time picking my, like, I mean, my favorite of them is the clear Chimchar. I love Chimchar far above the rest. But when it comes to, like, playing through Sinnoh, the hardest decision for me is, every time, what starter do I use? Because I have fun playing with every one of them. And I really, really have a hard time picking what one to use, just because I love all of them. It's the hardest decision. It is the absolute hardest choice for me to make. Oh yeah, Gen 5 was the last gen Lucario double resisted Dark. Forgot about that. Yeah, I miss the days of the double Dark resistance. I miss the days of Steel resisting Dark. Yeah, I agree. Chimchar is the best. Chimchar is... Infernape is actually my favorite starter of all the starter evolutionary lines, so I love it. Which is funny, because the first starter I ever used actually was Piplup. And, I mean, I love Piplup still, and I love Torterra, but... Infernape. 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 Like... Infernape is the thing. My favorite Gen 5 starter is, by a mile, Oshawott. And a lot of that is because I just have the most fun playing with Oshawott on the team. It is... statistically, I believe it is, statistically, it is the best of the three. Because it's the only one that actually learns good moves at a reasonable level without needing to not evolve. Because it gets Razor Shell, which... Razor Shell is a base 75 power move. Physical. 50% chance to drop physical defense. At level, 18. The other starters get nothing close to that until, 6th, 7th gym by TMs. And even then, Snivy, I mean, yes, Snivy gets, a Leaf Blade, but you need to hold it back from evolving until, level 30. And yes, Snivy gets, Leech Seed, Coil, and, a bunch of good moves like that. But it needs the setup where, Oshawott could just go straight into Razor Shelling everything. And... I mean, yes, Teppa gets Flame Charge, but Flame Charge is the best physical move it gets that's fire type, because Heat Crash is really not good. I remember when we did the Black and White Let's Play, I actually looked at, Emboar's weight and the weight of what, major Pokemon you're going to go up against. Its base power pretty much does not leave, 60 or 75. It's barely more powerful than Flame Charge. Fair enough. Let's call me Warren Quarks. I play. I mean, I've played through Unova probably 5 or 6 times. I've played through Unova so many times I have lost count. There is no shame in replaying it because it is a great game. But yeah, that's also one of the other great things about Gen 4 that I love that Gen 5 expanded on is the lore emphasis. I am a big lore person when it comes to games, and the fact that they just put so much lore into the games, I love. Worst one, worst starter for Gen 5, is a very, very hard thing to say, because all of them have very, very good kits that they can do, but it comes down to playstyle. I would say objectively the best overall kit of all of them is probably Snivy, because it gets Coil, it gets Leaf Blade, it gets Leech Seed. It could be a very, very good tank that it can basically become this unkillable grass noodle. It can basically become unkillable with Leech Seed and Coil Leaf Blade. But that's a very slow to set up set, which a lot of people don't like. Then there's Oshawott, which gets, really, really great moves from the start of the game. It gets, Surf, Waterfall, all these great water-type HMs that you have to use. And then there's Emboar, which has a very, very good offensive profile just for typing. Firefighting is an amazing aggressive type, and considering Emboar actually does have the bulk to really take hits and actually abuse Flame Charge, is actually the only fire-type starter that really can use physical fire moves, like Flare Blitz, very well. I'll give it the pull, got Kukui, I mean, how can I not? I love... Oh, thank you very much, Cyan, thank you! I mean, I love Kukui, too. Kukui is also my pick for that, because, I love Rowan, I like Juniper, and I like Birch. Especially Birch, because in the anime, he is voiced by Dan Green, who voices Yugi. And every time I imagine him just pull Dark Magician out of nowhere. But Kukui quotes Reggie Fils-Ami. Kukui quotes Reggie. He just wins on that right there. He just wins on that right there. Oh yeah, gets his Hydreigon. I still love how he has that Hydreigon and it's 10 levels under where it should be. I love that. That is my favorite thing. That is my favorite thing about that game is I actually love that they have that. I actually love how they have his Hydreigon be so underleveled, because I mean, I'm of this general opinion that the levels you evolve Pokemon at are basically just arbitrarily picked for really just a stupid reason, and that as we've seen from things like SOS chaining, and even the anime and the manga, Pokemon will evolve in ways not related to battle. They will evolve, spontaneously in response to certain stressors, or just, they will evolve for earlier reasons than normally applicable. I remember in one of the manga, the early manga from the start of Kanto, I think it was Red's Poliwag evolved into a Poliwhirl because Red was drowning, and it evolved to save him. And I'm very much of this opinion that some of these really, really high level skilled trainers know how to basically get their Pokemon to evolve earlier than normal, or it's just arbitrarily picked for levels for arbitrary reasons. Because as we have seen, yes, Lance can have his 3 underlevel Dragonite, because we see in Alola you can get level 5 Dragonite. Well, not a super low level Dragonite that should not be at that level based on level caps, or the, like, level 9 Salamence that exists on Route 3. Oh yeah, that Hydreigon puts the fear in everyone. I love that. And how are you doing, Fernando? How are you doing? But yes, like, I do love how that, like, I do love that they actually do have under-leveled, like, super high-level evolutions. I do like that. What's everyone's favorite dragon type? Mine is Kayla Shark, a Garchomp. Mine's Salamence. Like, I love Salamence, and a lot of that goes into, well, Salamence was the first Pokemon I ever saw. But also, it isn't just pure nostalgia, because I use Salamence on some of my VGC teams. And Moxie Salamence with Max Airstream is fun. I'm glad you're doing well. Almost, nice. Samrat Lilligant and everyone else just, yeah, like, there is, I remember when it came to, fighting, I don't actually even remember what my plan was when it came to fighting Gets's Hydreigon in, the Let's Play. I think it was some combination of freaking hope and pray. I land Samurai. No, I didn't use Samurai in that thing. Was like I think I might remember what it was now. It was like I need Archeops to like land a hit on it with like a U-turn or something like that, or like Darumaka, not Darumaka, Darunia, the Darmanitan, like Brick Breaker Hammer Arm it. Like, it was basically, I need to survive a hit from this thing, get a clean hit on it, and then, maybe KO in one hit, or just outspeed it and hope I can finish it off. I actually do not remember what it was that I did to, like, beat his Hydreigon in the Let's Play. You guys really got to go back and watch that, because it's probably going to be really fun. Oh yeah, Sigalef. I love Sigalef. Like, there's so many great Pokemon in Unova. Like, I love, like, I enjoy using Sigalef because it gets all kinds of fun tech. I love Darmanitan because it's just so aggressive. I love, Caracosta because, again, Shell Smash Sturdy is fun. I love Crustle for the same reason. Archeops, again, hyper-aggressive spec and do just damage. Golurk is probably one of my favorite designs of any Pokemon. Of any Pokemon, Golurk has one of my favorite designs. Gigalith is, like, it's Gigalith. Like, how can you not love Gigalith? I love Hydreigon, I love Haxorus, I like Druddigon. Love Volcarona. There's so many great ones. There are so many great Pokemon from Gen 5. I like Vanilluxe. Like, I will say straight on, I love Vanilluxe. Like, I have very, very fond memories of Vanilluxe. I love the design. It's a great Pokemon to use on teams. I don't get why people hate it. I also like Garbodor. I love Garbodor. I know, I also want Shiny Golurk. Shiny Golurk is actually going to be one of our next hunts at some point, so, a lot to look forward to when it comes to that. Though I do need to get a Zero Speed IV, thing for that. I need to get a Zero Speed IV thing for that. And then Chandelure, KO'd Hydreigon, and Bisharp, Chandelure gain. You will love the Black 2 Blind series, Goldie, because we had a Chandelure on that team, and that Chandelure carried. Like, that Chandelure did things to Kyurem that I still laugh about today. The fact it joked Kyurem so aggressively is amazing. Oh my gosh, you are right. Golurk is just the Iron Giant. Oh my gosh, you are right, Michaela. You're so right. I love it. Oh yeah, Lucario does get Dragon Pulse. It does get Dragon Pulse. Like, I freaking loved my my Black 2 team. I gotta say, it was probably one of my favorite teams I have ever put together. It was Samurott. It was Samurott, Zarwark, Chandelure, Conkeldurr, Haxorus, and who's the last member of the team? Electros. That Electros was just so amazing. Like, that Electros, what, like, I don't get why, but it seems every single time that I give a Pokemon the Rocky Helmet as, like, their main item to hold in a playthrough team, that Pokemon becomes the absolute MVP, and I fall in love with that Pokemon. Like, it happened with Gigalith when I first played Black and White, on both files of Black. I used Gigalith on both files. It happened again with the freaking Electros, where I just had to hold the Rocky Helmet and just did super well. Yeah, I haven't seen the Iron Giant in a long time either. I mean, maybe a movie night. Maybe at some point we will do movie night on the server. I have several ideas for movie nights, so we might do movie night at some point. Could be a thing. Chandelure was my only hope after Samurott couldn't KO Hydreigon with an X-Scissor. Still feel like that Chandelure. I mean, yeah, Chandelure is the hero. But yeah, I remember in that playthrough, I think it came down to Samurott needing to land a Mega Horn against Hydreigon. And I think it did land the Hydreigon. I think it did land it. But yeah, it's like, it was insane. Like, that Chandelure I had on the team, Candela the Chandelure, carried. Like, her and Metroid the Electros they freaking carried the game. They freaking carried that game on their shoulders. I mean, we might do movie night. Movie night will probably be a thing at some point then. I gotta put together a list of movies, and I would love to do that. It's weird that in Black you catch red. I mean, I don't think it is that weird, because, like, they're based very much on the concept of, like, yin and yang, and, like, the two contraries, so it makes sense that, like, you catch the opposite, like, colored legendary in the game. That, I mean, to me, it, like, always made sense, because, like, oh, in Black version, N uses the deep black Pokemon. In White version, N uses the vast white Pokemon. I mean, I guess it makes sense to different people. Oh, Opelucid City. Opelucid City's music is peak music. I love it. Just so many good music in there. And yeah, we have a Discord. It is actually linked in the description below. It is the Ironworks. Feel free to join if you would like, Cyan. Feel free to join. But yeah, it is linked in the description below. But yeah, we do have a Discord. It's basically like, to keep, informed, like, right when we go live, stay up to date on everything, and, stuff like that. I'm always happy to help, Goldie. I'm always happy to help straighten out thoughts, because my mind is always in a perpetual state of chaos, and, you guys help ease that chaos. Pokemon, Opelucid City, it's so good. It's so good. Like, see, the almost cry part, that is Route 10 Unova for me. Like, it is a song that I listened to for the first time in, like, 3 years at one point. And I could actually feel myself getting choked up. Like, I had not heard the song in so long, it had been so long since I played Black and White, and I was like, the fact this song can just get such a reaction out of me is a testament to how amazing that song is. It's how amazing, like, the sound designers for Black and White, they deserve, like, the highest of praise for what they did. Yeah, like, I'm looking forward to the challenge mode of Black 2 and White 2. I'm looking forward to doing that. That's gonna be such a fun game. Because, like, when we rated the difficulty analysis of Black 2 and White 2, we did not do challenge mode. We went standard mode. So, I'm looking forward to, like, playing it for the first time. Oh, emotion, yes. Like, the end credits of Black and White just like the thing is, I at one point wanted to make like a list of like the my top 10 like favorite Unova songs. The problem is there are so many good ones, I can't make a list. There are too many to actually list out. There's just too many of them. There's too many. They're just too good. It's just, how? How did they nail music so well in Black 2, White 2, and Black and White, and completely flub it for X and Y? I don't get it. How do they do so much right here, and then do, like, nothing right over here? I don't get it. How? How did they screw it up that bad? I don't get it. Like, I don't hate the music of X and Y. I just don't really enjoy it. It's one of the few games, like, generally when I play through a game, like, even on my own personal time, I will have the music on for a good amount of it, because, like, you know, the battle themes are always good, the route themes I enjoy, but I don't really enjoy any of Gen 6's music outside of, like, the Lysander battle theme, where the Lysander battle theme is always going to be undercut by the Ultra Moon Team Rainbow Rocket Lysander battle theme, but I think it's just 10 times better. I was never a fan of Diantha's battle theme. I don't like it. Like, it doesn't sound like a final boss battle theme. Yeah, Oraz has much better. Like, again, I don't get how it is Oraz could just do everything better than X and Y, even X and Y's own mechanics. I don't get it. Like, the fact that they have a song that has intimidating violins. Intimidating violins is a thing that Oraz made. It's like the terrifying piano that is Cynthia's theme. I don't get how they can make terrifying violins. Yeah, Iris's theme hits. I haven't actually listened to I guess I could listen to the Kalos Elite Four theme. It's like, I know I haven't heard it in a while. Kalos Elite Four theme extended. It's like, I just really remember that, like, not much of Kalos's music stood out to me. I mean, I guess I could give it a listen. He's like, it's like electronic. It's not like what, like, dubstep music, but like it's like electronic. It's not like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, it sounds, I don't know. Like, they're not bad songs, I guess, per se. They just don't sound like battle themes, in my opinion. They don't sound like what you would expect from, like, endgame penultimate boss music, I guess. Is, like, I guess, like, my take for it. Oh, Mirror B's theme from XD. Mirror B XD theme hits hard. It hits so differently. Oh, yeah, Drift Veil theme. Like, is there a better city sound effect, the soundtrack, than Drift Veil? Like, I can and have listened to Drift Veil for hours on end, and hi, Happy, how you doing, Happy? Because, like, yeah, it's like, the Kalos Elite Four theme doesn't really sound like a battle theme, I guess, to me. It's weird. But, like, Drift Veil theme. Love our Drift Veil theme. I love how I just typed in Drift, third option from the bottom. Like, third option from the top is Drift Veil theme music. Love it. Love Drift Veil theme. So good. So good. Best part is, he's a ground type user, so, I do like Clay. I do really like Clay. Happy, them's fighting words. Happy. Like, no, Unova is just great music. Unova has no specific instrument. It's just great music. Oh, the Unova Elite 4 theme. So good. Like, all Unova Route 10. Unova Route 10. Good. Like, Unova Route 10 is probably my favorite theme in, like, I guess, like, the entire series. Like, just because of the effect it has on me. But, like, I love Alder's theme. Like, I guess, like, the reason I like Alder's theme is that it still sounds very grand, but it doesn't quite sound like a final boss theme. And it really fits in, like, with his character. Like, yeah, he's not like this super. It's like it still sounds very grand, but it's not like a grand in the way that, like, Cynthia's theme is, or like Iris's. Oh yeah, Unova Elite Four's theme is just is just fear. I love it. It's just such good songs. Again, Unova. Like, Unova, calm down just a little. You outdo everything else. Just take it down a peg, please. I love it. No, I believe that, like, there's still a way to hear Unova Route 10. I think in Black 2, White 2, I think it's like a specific house for some reason plays it. But, like, again, they knew how good Unova Route 10 in Black and White was, that they brought it back. I like Sun Eternal Forest are pretty good songs, too. They're pretty good songs. Like, I mean, I gotta make, like, a list of, like, my favorite Pokemon songs. And I mean, I gotta just make a playlist out of it. Because, like, so many good songs. So many good songs. Like, Driftvale theme. Peak music. Peak town music is Driftvale theme. It's like, it's one of those ones that just, you always feel like you want to bop to it. You always want to bop to it. It's just so good. It's like, Unova, like, I am not gonna get my hopes up about a Unova remake on Switch. I'm not gonna get my hopes up about it. But, I mean, if they do, I would be very... If they do, I have no clue how they're gonna top the music. I just, a lot of you, if you haven't heard Mirabee... Oh, yeah. Mirabee's Gale of Darkness theme is utterly amazing. Like, it's like a disco sound. It's so good. It's so good. Like, again, so many good music. So many good music. Like, I mean, it is sad that we never got a continuation of, like, Mirabee's whole thing. Like, I am that, like, Mirabee never popped up in any other game. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, that just gives, like, some charm to XD Gale of Darkness. That is exactly true, Fernando. We're eventually going to do a series for XD Gale of Darkness. I love that series. You probably won't believe me, but I used to do... Wow. Wow. Something. That's a thing. But yeah, like, XD Gale of Darkness is, I would honestly say, probably one of my favorite games just because of the idea of it. But I still love how Greevil is a freaking little cheater, and in a later game, they found a way to top Greevil's cheating. I still love that. I love that they just topped Greevil cheating. I loved it. We got someone doing a lurk. Okay, Happy, thank you for the lurks. Can someone please go grab Happy's link if they have not done so already. But how is everyone doing? 7. Yeah, like, again, Gale of Darkness, glorious game. I still, like, the funniest thing is that Gale of Darkness really isn't that long of a game, all things considered. It's nowhere near as long as many of the other Pokemon games. Like, yeah, I know it is very sad that not as many people know about XD Gale of Darkness. But again, that has changed in very recent years, where, like, it has gained, like, a resurgence because of, like, YouTube, and because, you know, a lot of content creators have been playing things like XD Gale of Darkness, and the word has really been getting out about it more, that, like, it's begun to rise up again in popularity, and people are, like, really, oh yeah, XD Gale of Darkness, that was a thing, yeah. You know, it's something that is I guess, like, not like coming back, but, like, it's getting the attention it deserves. Like, it's getting the love it deserves now, because people are, you know, putting more of a spotlight on it. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate that the only way to really play it these days is with an emulator, because getting a GameCube controller, and all the cables necessary for it is not the easiest task in the world to do. I am fortunate to actually have, like, all of those things, and the XD Gale of Darkness strategy guide. I have the XD Gale of Darkness strategy guide in my closet over on the side. It's beat up to crap, but it's still intact. Yeah, it is, there is so much replayability. I love it. There is so much replayability. Though, I do find it funny how in Coliseum, the whole thing of, oh yeah, beat the battle, Mountain Battle at Purify all the Pokemon, you get Ho-Oh. Yeah, that's a complete waste of time. It's like, it is not even worth it. But yeah, like, at some point, I would like to go do that. I would, at some point, when we eventually do that, like, series for, Coliseum and XD, I would like to try to 100% everything. I would very much love to try 100% everything. No. 5. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, Goldie. I know. It's fine. Alright. Over to 6. Meryl. Alright. Just a little lower. There we go. I can pull my little desktop thing out a bit more. And I can actually have my keyboard visible to me so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I think about now my Pokemon Go Melt Hand Melty Box should be ready. So I can start sending stuff in. It's not done yet? It still needs more time to cool down? That's so annoying. I just want my Melt Hand. You had a godly encounter in yours, I believe. I know, Raphael. At some point, we are going to get a good encounter on my end. Like, eventually, I will get a good encounter. It's gonna have to work out with RNG. I enjoy the Lakes theme. I enjoy the Lakes themes. They are very good. They are very, very good. Meanwhile, I just listen to endlessly looping. Meanwhile, I just endlessly listen to looping Driftvale theme. So good. Such a great song. Pellucid. I love how, like, Pellucid theme, black and white, is just, like, the first thing that pops up. I love it. So good. So good. Like, I do prefer the black version of Pellucid's theme. Like, Pokemon White Pellucid City is great, but Pokemon Black Pellucid City, so good. So good. I love, like, the techno thing. Like, I love the techno. There we go. Extended. So good. Such a great soundtrack. Again, I don't know how Gen 5 did it, but they did everything so well. Just, again, Gen 5, you did everything right, and you did not get rewarded as it should be for it. It's very good that, like, Gen 5 is finally getting, like, its due now, that, like, people are, like, it's seen as, yeah, it's good to like Gen 5. Gen 5 is the best gen. Like, that is finally starting to happen, where a lot of, like, the old stupid bias is finally going away, because people are now realizing, oh, wait, the bias that was against Gen 5 was just the fact that all the, like, social media stuff at the time was just all hardline Gen 1ers, and they couldn't deal with the fact that all the old Pokemon that they liked were no longer in the game, like, for the start of the game, and they were just being petty a-holes. And now people are going back, playing Black and White, and be like, wow, this is actually a really good game. I might have an extra female one, Michaela. I may have an extra female. I may have one. I might have one. I'll have to go check. 6. But yeah, like finding Vespiquen in Combi is very, very annoying, just because, oh yeah, we got an alpha male Combi a few days ago, Michaela. I don't know if you saw that. We got an alpha male Combi, and I'm super annoyed about that. So, like, that could have been a Vespiquen. Interesting. Interesting. No, I'll note that for later. Exactly, Goldie. Like, I mean, again, Gen 4 is still a good gen. It's just Gen 5 is finally getting its just desserts. Like, this is the very interesting phenomena about, like, Pokemon games. You generally have about 2.5, or like two to 2.5 generations after a generation passes, people en masse like migrate back to playing the two gen prior game. So this was one that I noticed around the time of Alola, like Ultra Alola and Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, there was a big, like, resurgence, I guess, for Black and White and Black 2, White 2 content, and, like, people playing it. And the same thing happened with Gen 4 when it was Generation 6, and then the same thing happened with Gen 6 when Gen 8 happened, and it's actually why we have, like, such drastically differing opinions. That it's about, 4 or 5 years later that we go back and we start reevaluating these games. And it's why, like, Generation 6 has really fallen off lately, because people are realizing, oh wow, without online and all, like, the nostalgia of battling with friends, Gen 6 is utter crap. Admittedly, I am always going to be a Gen 2 lover, was that Gen 5 though, so many charms, yeah, fair enough, yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's like, it's just this fascinating trend. It's why I feel when we get Gen 9, like, there's gonna be a lot of love for Alola. It's gonna just, like, resurge. It's gonna surge back up, like, a love for Alola. Because, again, the weird trend of every, like, 2.5 gens, we get a big resurgence in old content or reevaluation. It's very, very strange, though. It is very strange. Metamax has come for the shiny hunting, stay for the deep Pokemon insights. Exactly. Duck. Oh god, I auto-played in a Dialga fight and finished, oh boy! Pokemon White a few months before Shield and Sword's release. It was my first mainline game because I found my brother's DS. Wow, is it like an old, like, original DS Lite? Like, original old one? Because, wow. I know my DS is, like, I still have it from back then, but it is, like, beaten to heck, and it's barely, with, like, the screen does not work. The L and A button are, like, used to insanity. They do not work anymore. Really interesting. They're axolotl, not actually fish. They're axolotls, not fish. Interesting. Fascinating. Whoa, original. That's, again, they don't build them like they used to. They really don't build them like they used to anymore. It's like, my favorite thing about the original DS, and why it actually has the design it does, is that the clamshell design is meant to reduce damage on impact of being dropped, because when they tested, like, when it came to building the DS, the, like, rules were, you will make a design that can survive 10 1-meter-high drops and still remain functional. If it doesn't work, go back to the drawing board. And they did that because, well, that's about, the chest high for a, child. And, have a pocket up here on the other shirt, it could fall out of that. Or, holding it up, they could drop it. So, it was this very interesting thing of, yeah, it's designed to basically withstand impacts, and it also has the added benefit of being an all-in iconic design. Oh, I would give a lot of things for that original Dialga Palkia DS. I would give a lot of things for that. I wanted one of those so badly when I was younger. I still do want one. But I am glad that I do have the Sun and Moon Solgaleo Lunala one, which I actually got for a reduced price. I got it refurbished, and I got it cheap, so, like, it was really good, and it works well. It's so good. But yeah, it's like, still working condition, like, preserve that DS. Preserve that DS, like, for the future. Also, my pride and joy, I hunt full odds. Respect on that. Oh, nice! The Pikachu one. Like, again, those things are so valuable these days just because there's like so few of them are actually in working condition because people got them for specialists and they played the heck out of them. So they're not really in good condition anymore. So those are really good. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I would never sell my DS. I would never sell Nebby. That's the name I have for my 3DS because it's my recording DS and so many just important memories happen while playing on that. Yeah, the Pikachu one is a nice looking one. The Pikachu one is nice looking. I also actually have the Mario 25th Anniversary Edition DSi XL, which it's not in the best condition, but I still have it. But yeah, I remember like spending. I mean, the bottom screen on that thing is like so destroyed in terms of its sensor because I played Ranger Guardian signs so often and so aggressively on that thing. It's a miracle it didn't just crap out. It is a miracle it didn't just crap out. Yeah, like I fondly remember that. Alright, I'm gonna need to go get some more water soon. So we'll go to 650 encounters, and then I'll go get some more water. You know, like, this is why I love you guys. Like, this is why I love this community that you guys are. Is like we can just sit back, we can relax, we can talk about things, and it doesn't have to be, you know, super high energy, but we still, you know, keep stuff going. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, my screen is just damaged. Like, there's a whole like portion of the side of the screen that is just a dead zone for the sensors. Because I think I pressed way too hard while playing Guardian Signs on it. And there was like a scratch in the screen. Like, I think like a stylus at some point. Like, I don't even know how it happened. But yeah, like that was a very well-loved DS is the best way to describe it. That is the best way to describe it, is well-loved. Oh my gosh, this Meltan box still does not want to cool down. Just let me get my Meltan. Jeez, game. Yeah, like, it's time that I think back to how long the DS family has been being produced, and it just boggles my mind that it went for as long as it did. It's just insane that it was going on that long. Again, the DS was a freaking workhorse of a system. It was something else. It was something else, and it shows. Because again, so many great games came out on the DS. So many great ones. Very North Corner of the City Feelings. Oh, was it by the like the waterfall thing? Because I remember, like, when you beat the game, you have to go there because, like, you get a plate there from a Vespiquen. So, like, there is a required Vespiquen battle that is an Alpha Vespiquen that is around there. So you may not have, like, gotten far enough into the post game for that. Yeah, like, it is the true definition of an absolute unit of the system, the DS. Like, again, the fact that it survived, like, it was like 17 years that family of systems was in use. Like, there was literally an entire generation of gamers that grew up strictly on the DS family. Like, and the fact it still has such a dedicated base of following and players shows this is how big this thing was. Like, the PlayStation 2 still is, I believe, the best-selling video game system, like, there is. But the fact that the DS came close to that is a true testament. Yeah, like, people, like, future generations will not be able to, like, feel, like, the appreciation for the DS that, like, we do have, because they will have, like, seen it, like, oh, yo, here's the DS. They will not have experienced, like, the sneaking the DS out, you know, to school in their backpack or in their pant pocket. They won't remember that. They will remember the Switch, but like, you can't sneak a Switch out, you know, in your backpack or in your pants pocket. The DS was like this time, like there was a time that I picked up my old DS for the first time in like many years, and I held it in my hand, and I thought, I remember when I had to have both hands to hold this thing up, just because it was so big, and I can hold this thing in my palm, like it is nothing. And it really reminds me that, oh yeah, you could sneak this thing out so easily in your backpack or just in like your pants pocket, your jacket. Your parents would never realize it. And like, they will never have memories like that. It's why the DS was such a special system to people, because again, we grew up on playing the DS games and still do. Like, I still actively play my 3DS. As you can see from many of the Shiny Hunting series we do, I still play it. I still love it. You know, there's a reason why they're not just discontinuing, you know, Pokemon Home. They're gonna make Pokemon Home free after like next year, because again, people still actively play these games. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, again, you don't get things like that anymore, Hannah. You don't get things like that anymore. You know, I remember always, you know, we played it. We'd bring them out at lunchtime at like the cafeteria in like elementary school and middle school. You know, we'd eat quick, and we'd have like, you know, 20 minutes to like, you know, 10, 20 minutes to play our DSs, and we'd just do Pokemon battles. And that persisted from elementary school into middle school into high school. Like, I distinctly remember having like study hall and lunch periods where me and my friends would always like sit at a table, and we'd have like, you know, 4 Pokemon battles ongoing at the same time with 8 of us playing, and we just go see, oh yeah, see who had the better team. And just, you don't get things like that anymore because the DS was such a portable, concealable system. Your parents would never realize it. The DS was just built differently. It was built differently, and that's why it was great. I love the DS. It was, again, absolute unit of a system. It pulled its weight, and it now will forever rest with, like, the DS has deserved a long rest for all that it has done. It is, again, the DS. I mean, I honestly really want to know how many people today are gamers because of the DS. Like, I honestly would love to know the statistics on that. But again, again, I hope everyone is doing well today. We're just, you know, slowly doing our shiny hunt. I am going to be breaking a little bit for lunch, so there is that. But yes, like, again, there's reasons the DS stood the test of time as long as it did. Yeah, I mean, people still bring it to, like, to school and everything like that with a Switch, but, like, you don't have to, like, sneak it out as much as you do, because now people, like, it's more, like, accepted that people, like, bring their game systems around. But, yeah, like, the DS was, like, you had to, like, stealth it out. You had to stealth it out like it was precious cargo. You would just smuggle it away, you know, from your parents. You know, nowadays, like, I think parents don't really care anymore, so there's that. That kind of helps. But yeah, it's like, I do love how, like, that is, like, I do love how gaming these days is a lot more socially acceptable than it used to be. It's one of the reasons I, like, kind of envy kids these days. But at the same time, I don't, because they didn't grow up on as like, all the great games we, like, they will be, like, overloaded with a lot of games these days. They will not remember, like, the old classics. They will not appreciate the classic games that we have come to adore. The Switch is at least mine, and then again, it's high school. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, high school is when you don't really need to sneak it out anymore, because, like, your parents just really don't care at that point. And, like, I'm not gonna lie, high school really doesn't matter as much as people put an emphasis on. Like, it's important, yes, because colleges look at it, but, like, realistically, if you have good study habits, if you have good grades, those will be very, very well established by this point. And you can be trusted to bring your stuff and not slack off. Or if you just bring and play your stuff, well, there's really no fixing that. You really don't need to like sneak it out anymore. You really don't need to sneak it out anymore. 71. Whoop whoop. We love Wooper. We love how happy Wooper is. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jeez. And 72. I like Starlight. Starlight's good. Yay! Gil got a female Combi! Yay! Finally, female Combi. Like, again, a female Combi is a pain. How fitting that I actually think you were hunting female Combi while I have a Vespiquen that is just basically being my ultimate, like, partner for hunting stuff. I love it. I love it. Whoop whoop. Whooper Whooper. We love Wooper. We love how happy Wooper is. We love the happy Wooper. Sweet scent again. Whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. I would again. I would love to get a shiny Wooper. Like, again, shiny Wooper is great. Shiny. I love it. I would want one. I want it. Barrel. Okay, barrel. Not what I was hoping for, but, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you got your female Combi. Glad you got your female Combi. 26. Oh my gosh, we have so many encounters so far. Hey, how you doing, Way? What is up, Way? How you been? How you doing, Way? Got any plans for today, later for streaming? Hopefully, today's gonna be better. Hi, Kiwi. Hi, Kiwi. Shiny hunt. I mean, I'm feeling lucky today. Today, I feel is gonna be a good day. We're gonna probably do about 700 total encounters today, so we're gonna end off around 3,000. But I would like to try and push a little beyond 3,000. Maybe like 3,050, 3,100. I mean, 2,100 is very ambitious, but, I mean, I also do love how this is actually kind of like, I mean, I guess this actually isn't my longest shiny hunt. I guess it actually isn't my longest hunt. Like, the Ho-Oh hunt has gone on for, what, 19 parts? But also, like, that's because Dynamax adventures do take so much longer. I'll need to do, like, a time calculation for that, but also, like, Ho-Oh is a lot over odds, there's that, but, I'll need to actually look at like, what actually is my longest shiny hunt due to, like, reasons. Fascinating. Fascinating. But yeah, I have a feeling in the end, my longest shiny hunt will end up being actually that Ho-Oh hunt. Just because it's Ho-Oh. It's the Dynamax Adventure Ho-Oh, and Ho-Oh just refuses to sparkle. It refuses to sparkle. But can someone please go grab Way Gaming's link? Actually, I can go grab it. Actually, I can go grab it. I will go grab Way's link. Anyone on my end has not done so already, please go show some love to our good buddy Way Gaming. He is. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Michaela. Go show some love to our good buddy Way Gaming. He's a fellow shiny hunter, fellow streamer, and this man does like this man does so much when it comes to shiny hunting. He does so much. So, like, send him some love, guys. Send him some love. From me to you. Hope you enjoy Way. Or... Yeah, I mean, I feel a bit lucky today. Today feels a little lucky for me. Though... Actually, I think, what am I gonna have for lunch today, actually, all things considered? It's like, I haven't thought about what my lunch is gonna be. I'm always happy to help, Way. I am always happy to help, Way. I mean, again, I enjoy your shiny hunting. I know you love to pop in here, show some support, so I'm always happy to send some support your way as well. I really just want my shiny. I really just want my shiny to appear. I'm hoping we get it soon. I'm really hoping we get it soon. Nope. Run away! Want my shiny, please. Give me my sparkly, please, now. Nope, it's a barrel. This is a regular barrel. Like, I mean, I do not get how guys like Landon and Foos can just do this all day. I don't get it. I really don't. But, like, respect to them. Respect to them. They are absolute in just freight trains of shiny hunting. Like, I mean, I guess for, like, legendary hunts, like, it's a little bit more different, because, like, you want legendary for it. Like legendary soft resets, I guess. But, I mean, it's also, like, still, it's ridiculously intensive. I mean, they also do, like, a double hunting, so that does, like, also help, so that is a little bit of a thing there, too. So there is that, though. There is that, which also, like, helps. Yeah, it is extremely tough to do it consistently. There are, like, certain tricks I've learned to do that. One of them is, like, what I'm actually about to do in probably, like, a few minutes, is I do, like, a lot of encounters. Like, I have done 300 encounters, like, well, I've done 292 encounters, which say 300, so far. I'm gonna go break for lunch, you know, get some lunch, get some food to eat, and, you know, come back after. You know, it's gonna be, like, you know, maybe, like, 10 minutes or so to have lunch, maybe not even 10 minutes. And, you know, come back, I will, like, mentally, you know, like, re-straightened out. Hey! Welcome! Nice getting the shiny! Aculeus? I apologize if I butchered the name, but nice work, Aculeus, getting that shiny. Again, I love, like, the trend of everyone other than me getting shinies while I'm live in my streams. I love that. It is a great running gag, but excellent work, man. Nice job on that. How have you been, other than, you know, of course, getting that shiny Piplup, Aculeus? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Just get my shiny, please. I want my shiny. Whoop whoop. My shiny, please. We need it now. Wow. January 5th. That's crazy. So I've got to pick this up. That is insane. Like, again, Briefcase Simulator can break us. Nice clipping. Nah, I love the clips. I love when you guys clip things. I love when you guys clip things. But yes, like, you guys have free reign to clip things and post it in out-of-context maxes on my Discord server. You have free reign to clip things and post them on out-of-context maxes. But if you have not done so already, please do not forget to leave a like on the video, guys. Yeah, again, like, I am glad. If I cannot get shinies, you guys are. I am glad you guys are getting shinies if I can't. So, like, my bad luck is absorbing the bad luck from you guys, so you guys have good shiny luck. Like, I am glad for that. I absorb the bad luck. And 2,700. I'm not 270. I almost said 200, 700, not 2,700, but that is gonna be it for now. So I am gonna go grab some lunch and be back in a little bit. Go add no, wrong one. Wrong one. Where is it? Where's the top? There we go. Alright, so you guys have for entertain chat. Big Masuda got me to 100 eggs. Try to get uncatchable Starly 100 then Masuda. Yeah. Like, again, there's a reason why Briefcase Simulator can break people. It breaks people. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, apologies for being muted. Apologies for being muted, guys. My brain is everywhere. Sorry about that. I was just having lunch, and we are back to hunting. We are back to hunting. Oh boy, this is awkward. This is always awkward. Yeah, but again, we are back to hunting. We are back to the hunt. But yeah, so for those who do not know, end goal for today is around 3,000 encounters down in cumulatively, so that way in like a few more days we hit odds, and hopefully we will get our shiny. Hopefully we will get our shiny. Meryl. I do love Meryl though. I do love Meryl. But yeah, if you haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. But how's everyone doing? How you doing, Torchic? I saw that you just popped in here. Hopefully me being away did not off-put you. Hopefully me being away did not off-put you. Screw off, Staravia, we don't want you. Not after what you pulled on Togepi. Not after what you pulled with the shiny Togepi. I do not want to see you anymore. You can kindly heck off. You can kindly heck off, as we say. You can hack off. Thank you for hacking off. Over 8. 8. There we go. Barrel. All right, be barrel. Okay, I could do with the shiny barrel. I mean, again, any shiny. Again, any shiny. I would not mind. I would not mind any shiny at this point. Like, if we find a shiny, then, like, I mean, I won't feel as pressure to keep doing, like, all the hunts, but, like, I mean, I still will be alive for a good while when doing them, though. It's just, like, I'll be a lot more, like, relaxed and casual, because I would like a shiny. I would very much like to get a shiny, like, at one point during, my first Safari Week. Like, even if I don't catch it, though, because it runs away, I'd still be okay with that, because, like, I found a shiny during Safari Week. I found a shiny during Safari Week. I'd be happy. I'd be happy with that 100%. Scent. But yeah, like we're knocking out these encounters like fairly quickly. We're going at a pretty good pace. Again, we have the stream later today, which is going to be the Amora hunt, shiny hunt resuming. That's been on pause for a few days, but we're going to be hopefully getting that one today. I do want to like work through all my streams and get stuff done. I still got to figure out what we're going to be doing like for the next several days, because for those who don't know, I have a loose stream schedule. Things can be shifted around relatively quickly, just on a whim. If I see, oh, I haven't done this in a while, oh, I really want to do this, or, oh, this is happening in a few days, I'd really like to do this then. I shift things around pretty quickly. So I need to, like, figure out what my general vague idea for the next several days is going to be for streams. But yeah, I am a complete mental mess when it comes to planning out. So my streams, like, I saw that cool I have to do. Just went too long left trying to get a King's Rock. I'm a polytoad. Yeah. Like, King's Rock, like, I really hope that they get rid of us, like, trade item evolutions at some point. Because they're nothing but a nuisance. Also, I forgot to tick up the counter. I'll have to do that by 2 now. Again, I need a counter-like program that just ticks up for me. Badoo! I love Badoo, though. I love Badoo. My little Badoo. Alright, so... Date... I need to make, like, a list of, like, what we've been doing today and, like, the past several days so I can, like, plan stuff out more accordingly. Okay, so... I may need to leave, like, the 28th, like, completely free. Also, ticket 17. So, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. Like, the 28th is a day that I'm not sure if I'll actually even be able to stream on. I do not play Pokemon Go anymore, Ty. I used to, but now I don't do it really anymore just because I don't really go... I don't need it to basically motivate me to go be outside and active anymore. And I don't like its competitive scene. So, I only see it like as a way of getting shiny Meltan nowadays, is realistically all that I see it as. But, yeah, it's something. I don't really, again, I see it as like just getting stuff for main series stuff if it's hard to get. 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 30. I need to figure out like a date for this. Again, need to keep the 28th free because that could be a day that I can't stream on because of reasons. I know I love that Goldie. I do love that. Like that I do like again, so much personality in Gen 5's music. It's so impressive they were able to convey that much personality with sound. Their day is Dano Day, and July might be Galarian Zigzagoon. Interesting. But yeah, I pretty much exclusively play it for, like, getting a shiny Meltan when they have the events these days, like, in, like, the last, like, 2 years. Because it's just, I don't really enjoy it, though. I mean, I think that makes sense, Goldie. Like, that perfectly makes sense. I love it. Great. So, tomorrow, I think we could do some Dynamax. So, Dmax, Heat, Ran. Yeah, tomorrow, I think we're probably going to do Dynamax, Heat, Ran. 24th. I mean, no, we did the Nuzlocke a few days ago. So I gotta pick that up. I mean, again, it's just, I gotta figure out, like, what a stream schedule is that would be good for us. Like, because I want, like, space out what we have and haven't done for a while. So I mean, I could look at my backlog of what we haven't done the past couple of days. So here's my, like, ongoing stuff. 7. Okay. Stay there. Unfold. Good. Like, I hate how old this, like, notepad I have is, that you can't peel off the sticky notes, like, cleanly anymore, because it's so old. I hate it. But I just gotta make do with what I got, because I want to use them up and get rid of them, just to get rid of space, but there's that. Hey, Silver, how you doing? Okay, so we just did Sky yesterday, and we're doing Amora today. So we did Sky yesterday, we did the Platinum Nuzlocke a few days ago. Tomorrow's gonna be Heatran. I guess then on the 24th, we could do... I guess on the 24th, we could do... Well, you know, like, Sunday is, like... Dynamax Avengers do, like, very good on like, Dynamax Avengers, like, do very good on Sunday, so I want to say that for Sunday. So, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday... I mean, we're gonna, like, be exclusively doing Dynamax Heatran until we get that shiny, just because I want the path resetting. Mia is running. Really? Really? It actually has, like, I mean, I'm not, like, a music person, Goldie, but, like, so I don't really know what, like, leitmotif or whatever that means, but, like, whatever that means, but, like, so it uses elements from, like, Mystery Dungeon. Interesting. I like it. I love it. So, that's Sunday, the 26th will be Sunday. We'll do PMD Sky on that day. I guess on Saturday we could do... Well, I mean, I have to also, like, keep away, like, a mental consideration of, you know, Safari Week in there. So, it ends the 26th. So, I mean, I guess we'll actually end off Safari Week on the Heatran hunt day, so there is that. So that could help. Interesting. I will need to listen very closely for that next time that I listen to Gladion's theme and Runaway Fugitives. I will need to keep an ear out for that. Because, like, music is one of these things that I will, like, I will never understand music. I have many friends who, like, they study music, like, their, like, jobs are, like, sound things. They went to college for, like, music things. And I do not know how they can understand it. It just looks like a bunch of gibberish to me. But, like, the fact that people can understand it just amazes me. How you doing, Crimson? How you doing? Again, keep a question mark on the 28th of the schedule because of that. Yeah, like this is the super awkward thing. Is like I need also the Gigalith in there somewhere. Well, I mean, I guess I could fit in Gigalith. I mean, I guess I could fit in Gigalith like there somewhere. The heat ran there. Again, it's like I'm working on like getting some series like organized over that because we have a lot of them. I mean, I guess I could also do like multiple streams in a certain day, for certain things. Cause like if I do Unite one and if I do like Unite, I could also do like you know, another stream at the same time, like later in the day. So I guess like that's an option. I guess that's an option. Again, there's all kinds of things out there. Because again, I still have to like hammer out like a concrete schedule. I used to have like a calendar, but I don't have anymore, so I have to like, make my own calendar out of like grid paper nowadays. Like, I still have calendars, but like, I like to lay it out so like I can color code. Okay, this day, this day, this day, this day, this day, and you know, just like organize things so that I can like plan stuff out better. But yeah, it's something. It's definitely something to work on. Like again, it's why I'm gonna make like a tick mark for Safari Week. So Safari Week, and Safari. So there are 3 more days of Safari Week after today, which I mean, interesting. Okay. So there is. I mean, again, it's just I'm slowly, vaguely figuring out things because I didn't actually realize how much our streaming schedule had just ballooned in the last couple of weeks. With we have. Cause I generally did 2 or so streams a day. I generally like 2 or so streams. Sometimes, I mean, not every day, but like every few days, I did 2 of them. Yeah, I did that. Daryl. Alright, let me look at my, like, stuff that I've done. Okay. Okay. Again. I mean, I guess I could do that then. I guess I could do that day. I mean, again, like, I like how I have to do, like, this live, because it's like, yeah, you guys don't know how, like, everything works, like, behind the scenes. Again, this is something that I don't even talk about on, like, the actual, like, Discord itself, but, I mean, yeah, like, I do ask, for friends, like, input on certain things every so often, like, for what to do, but I just have a very hard time, like, figuring out what to actually do. But I was like, he's not saying it the nicest, Maxwell, but, like, the joke is getting a bit thin, Crimson. You can stop. It's really starting to get a bit, it's getting a bit overplayed. But, like, thank you for please stopping. Thank you. Okay, so, then, I mean, like, I would like to get some of the shiny, like, the hunt streams I'm doing, like, finished quickly. Like, ideally, I would like to finish the Heatran hunt. Like, thankfully, though, because of Heatran, the Ho-Oh streams have been, like, put on, like, almost, like, indefinite hiatus for a while. Because, again, we need to get the Heatran pathing, like, we have the Heatran pathing. I don't want to lose that pathing, so, like, at least, like, So, pause. So like so Ho-Oh is like paused for the moment in terms of a Dynamax Adventure Hunt, purely because I don't want to lose my Heatran pathing, because like that's a very, very good Heatran pathing we have. And if we lose that, like that would be really, really bad to lose that Heatran pathing. But if we can keep the Heatran pathing, we can do Heatran much more effectively, much more efficiently. And eventually, you know, get like by Heatran quicker. But yeah, it's all kinds of stuff to figure out, though. It's all kinds of stuff I gotta figure out. But yeah, there's all kinds of like strategies and like things that I'm gonna be working on for like planning out my next series and like not next series, but like my next like couple of stream schedules. Oh, thank you. Oh, stubbed my toe. Owie. Oh, I thought that you subbed. Like someone said subbed. Oh. You might want to put some ice on that, Crimson. You might want to put some ice on that. Yeah, stub toes are bad. You should, like, ice that and make sure it's not broke, because you actually can break your toe stubbing it. I hope it's okay. I do hope your foot is okay. Starly. Yeah, I know, I misread, because again, I see stuff on, like, the screen here before, like, it pops up in the chat feed, so, like, I see everything on a delay, and, like, I can't see things like T's, L's, or I's very clearly, and it's really, really annoying. It's really annoying that I can't read them, but, cause, like, it just takes a long time for things to update for some stupid reason. Yeah, so... I guess if I do Sky, I could also do... I guess, like, on days I do the Platinum Nuzlocke and I do, like, the Nuzlocke and Sky, I guess I can do, like, another stream as well, because, like, they're not that intensive. Like, they're not really that intensive to stream, so I guess I can do those, that. Nice job, Jay. Nice job, Jay. I love getting that Politoed. Still, I mean, again, if you want, you can post that on the Discord server, you know, the shiny show up, like the shiny trophy case. Like, that's a great shiny to get. Love it. Of course, happy to help. Might I get you? Thank you! Again, Kayla was the one person in that entire voice chat that was not trying to drive me insane. She was the one person not trying to drive me insane, and that's why we appreciate Kayla. She does not want me to go insane. Thank you, Kayla. Okay, so that's I got a plan. We have a vague plan for the next several days, and I am glad I have a vague plan. I mean, I can hammer it out a bit more because we want to get some of the stream series done. Like, Unite is a stream series that's like not gonna go away because it's probably gonna be a perpetual one, but just gonna be on the back burner for a while. The Platinum Nuzlocke, that I guess, like, depending on how well we're doing in the Platinum Nuzlocke, I could accelerate or decelerate, like, doing things in, like, if we're getting, you know, much further in the series, like, we're getting, like, closer to the end, I can, like, do more episodes of it, and if we're you know, we restart the thing, I guess I could, like, do less of them, like, relatively speaking, so, like, maybe 1 or 2 a week, you know, maybe 1, 2 a week, for, you know, early game stuff. But, like, later game stuff, okay, we, like, at, you know, 4th gym, 5th gym, 6th gym. Then we do, like, 2, 3, or maybe even 4 for, like, you know, towards the end. But, yeah, it's, like, again, it's just a vague plan I need to figure out to get things working. Because there's a lot of stuff we have to get worked out so we can actually, like, do things at a decent pace. I would very much prefer to, like, get some of our stream series, like, finished soon. Anything from Unova, Crimson. Anything from Unova. Anything from Unova. 5. Here we go. Meryl. Run away from the Meryl. But yeah, I'd say, like, anything that exists from Gen 5, honestly, like, fits that description. Anything from Gen 5. Yeah. Run away. We run from everything that we don't get shinies on. Sweet time. 7. There we go. Shiny, will you please appear for me? Because it's getting old that I have not found one yet. But yeah, so I guess that's probably a better idea for what to do, cause like again, depending on like how the randomizer, Nuzlocke, everything goes. Yeah, I think that was a few good examples. I love Electros. I love Electros. So I gotta take that up to 9. To be honest, those other guys were in VC almost made me want to scream too. Cause like, I know, it was just like, that's why from now on, Michaela, I am going to have like a private voice chat for like people that I said like, okay, this is the voice chat that we will be using for streams, and if like these are the voice chat we'll be using for streams, and you need a special role to get access to it. If you don't, you're done. It's like they again like I get that they found like the whole thing funny, but at the same time it was like, dude, we're trying to do Dynamax Adventures. This is an all-day thing, and like we could have gotten a lot further in those DAs with Heatran had they been actually doing like focusing on it, and I just not like wanting to tune them out. So, but yeah, like I hate that I have to like do things like, okay, you're deaf. If you're gonna be in VC, you have to be deafened. That's also one of the reasons why I actually like have made so many efforts to like reduce latency time, so I can like communicate with you guys a lot more effectively, even if you're not in VC. So like, just because like there is like hey Andreas, how are you doing? Can someone please go grab Andreas's link? No shinies yet, Andreas, my friend. No shinies yet, I'm afraid. We're hoping to power through another bunch of encounters. We're gonna be going to 3,000 encounters today, and we're gonna end off there, hopefully. But yeah, none so far. How have your shiny hunts been going, Andreas? How have your shiny hunts been going, my man? And just how's your day been going as well? Just curiosity. Yeah, I've been like trying to multitask while doing the stream, like figure out a better streaming schedule and like line up for things, and just like stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on that we're trying to like straighten out. Staravia, screw off. Staravia, screw off. But yeah, tomorrow we will be doing Dynamax Heatran Adventures. Dynamax Adventures Heatran, I guess, is like the better way of saying that. Because I would like to get like, I just want to get that Heatran pathing done. Yeah, I know, but I think that's like part of like the appeal for why people like Safari Week, is because they can run away. And I mean, I know a bunch like that's like the reason why I am kind of apprehensive about it, and why I'm like not. Oh, nice, shiny Alpha Zorua, excellent shiny, excellent shiny. Did I take the counter up? Did I forget to like pick it up or not? You know what, I didn't pick it up, okay. Hey, nice work, J-Love. Again, everyone is just getting shinies in my stream but me. You, J-Love, someone else earlier got another shiny. They got, I forget what shiny it was. I'll apologize if that's what it was. Like, everyone but me gets shinies when I'm streaming, and I freaking love how that keeps happening. I do love that. 81. Starly. I mean, I don't have a shiny Spiritomb. I don't have a shiny Spiritomb, Crimson. I don't. 2. Quack. We do enjoy the quags. Got mine in Alpha Sapphire. Nice. All right, you the ship, the boat, right? 88. 3. There we go. I know, I also don't have one. I also don't have one. Yet. I'll get one eventually. I mean, it's something. But yeah, if you guys have not done so already, please do not forget to leave a like. And also, let's see who, let's go see who everyone's favorite professor is. Azurill. And full. There we go. Now we need to get an Eevee outbreak or Taste Times Roach and get a shiny Alpha Eevee. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother like spaghetti hunting that entire evolution line. It's just like there's way too many of them. And I'm also not the biggest fan of Eevee. I'm also not the biggest fan of Eevee historically, so there is that. I go for a shiny Glaceon, but that's it. When it comes to adventures, people need to stay focused. Exactly, Michaela. Like, exactly. Like, if you're gonna be doing Dynamax adventures, especially if there's something like Heatran, that is so difficult that you need, like, coordination, you need teamwork, you need to be focused or you're just gone. It's like, those jackwagons, like, those guys were a bunch of jackwagons. But thankfully, that's over with now, and, like, I am honestly considering going through, deleting the whole meme, like, the whole meme channel we have in the server, and remaking a new one. Like, just to get rid of all that stuff in there, because they flooded that thing. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to fix it. We're going to get everything back to normal, and we'll go good. Night. Alright, let's see the results. Okay, so Kukui is the winner by a very narrow margin. Then there's Juniper, Rowan, and Birch. Really? No one really voted for Birch. Really? I got all the Eevee evolutions shiny, but I only like Espeon, Umbreon, and Vaporeon shiny. Interesting. See, I was never a big fan of, like, any of their shinies, really. I was never overly fond of them. Where, like, again, I'm not the biggest fan of the Eevee line. So, like, there is that, which plays into it. So, like, I prefer, like, Glaceon's regular look. Like, Glaceon's, like, the only one of them that I like. Exactly. Thank you, Kayla. Again, everyone could... many people can learn a lot from Michaela's dedication to focusing on the event. Plus, like, it also has, like, you got the shinies. Like, you were the only person that day of that group that deserved to have gotten a shiny, and that's why I'm glad you were the only one that ended up getting a shiny in that Dynamax adventure. Like, you were the only one that earned that shiny. Because you were being focused. Well, again, aside from me. But, like, I'm the host. Like... The Let's Play curse likes to screw over the host. Wait, there was an outbreak reset method? What was the outbreak reset method? So they re-added the outbreak reset method then? Like this, I mean, I don't know what the outbreak reset method is, but like there apparently was one. They re-added it, or the most recent update removed that. Interesting. Interesting. Marilyn, now I want shinies. Play this game when you give me my sparkles. I want my sparkles. But yeah, like we are on our way to getting the big 1K, and hopefully we can do that by August, guys. Hopefully we can get 1K by August. I mean, I'm gonna be going like aggressive when it comes to streaming later. Outbreak stage when you return to the region. Oh, okay. So like people would go in, check the outbreak, come back, and like it wasn't. But they like, so if you catch most of the Pokemon, but not all of them, head back to the village. Like the outbreak would like restock, I guess, or something like that. Like it would like refresh itself like fully, and let you like keep doing it. I mean, like, again, I don't really know all that much about Legends, like all the updates, because I actually haven't really played Legends all that much. Interesting. Upper state when you return to those two. Fascinating. So I'm assuming that did they re-add that, or did they like remove that entirely? All right, we are one away from 2,800. We've gotten 400 encounters down today, which is amazing. But we still got 200 more to go today. We still have a good amount more to go. I like Hisui. I also do love Hisui and Growlithe, but I vastly prefer regular Growlithe and regular Arcanine, because like Hisui and Growlithe is good. Hisui and Arcanine is mixed for me, I guess. It's like I'm not the biggest fan of like the armor. Is like my thing for Hisui and Arcanine. I'm not the biggest fan of like all the armor it has. But like the original design, but again, I feel it's also a thing of like the original design for Arcanine is so strong. You're following up perfection, and you cannot really like follow perfection and have it be like as well received. It's for much the same reason why I feel like Bolthund will never really be that liked comparatively, because we all love Yamper. Like Yamper is perfect. You cannot follow up perfection and have us like expect to like it as much, because again, you are following perfection. But I mean, that also is like my theory, hypothesis thing, I guess. Whooper! But yeah, oh, nice. 2 shiny off Growlithe. Nice! Nice! 5. Ba-doo. Oh boy, these encounters are wearing thin. Again, this is why I'm very glad I decided to switch to daytime hunting for Safari Week, because if this late at night would wreck me, I would be clocked out of it way long ago. But at least like here, I'm more like alert, so I can like hunt longer, and because like I don't know, like there's not as much like stimulus, I guess, for this one. The old adventure heat ran was like, Kayla. Exactly. You deserved the heat ran in that entire fiasco, Kayla, because you were the only one that was actually helping the entire time. You deserved that heat ran. You deserve that heat ran. You deserve that. But how you doing, Way? How are you doing? So any plans for like later today? Wait for like streams later. Yes, Way was promoted to mod. Way was promoted to mod. He was promoted to mod yesterday, yes. He was promoted to mod yesterday. But yeah, so we're doing very well with our encounters right now. We are slowly working through our, thing. Hopefully we'll get it. Like, I mean, we'll thankfully get through these encounters relatively fast. So probably another like hour and a half or it's not gonna be like 2 hours, because we go through over 100 encounters in an hour. We go through like 100, yeah, probably an hour and a half, I think, is how long it's gonna take us to go through this thing. But it shouldn't be that long for us. It shouldn't really be all that long when it comes to all things considered. So, I mean, again, it's whatever it is. It's whatever it is for the encounters, though. Whoop whoop. The good thing is, though, that I've like slowly figured out. I'm starting to figure out like the ideal times to be doing things for like channel growth. Which like that was like the hard part. Was like figuring out ideal times for like channel stuff. Cause like streams, it's easier to figure out the ideal time for things. But like for a video is not as much, because for some reason like people don't seem to watch like the Let's Play videos as much anymore. Like, granted, the video essays do very, very well, so like that helps. 5. Whoop whoop. We do enjoy Whooper. We enjoy the happy little head bopper. He boppin'. Whooper boppin'. We love the head boppin' Whooper. I would also like a shiny Azure. Like, the thing is, hunting during the day actually gives me several shiny potential options that I would actually really like to have. Hunting at night gives me, like, I mean, granted, I would be pretty much happy with any shiny we get here, except for Staravia. So, like, I'm pretty happy with anything other than Staravia. So, like, there is that. Because, again, after what that Staravia pulled against the Togepi, I'm a little annoyed. Wang. I always am happy to see I'm always happy to see a Quagsire. I'm always happy to see a Quagsire. But yeah, so I think this is probably be like my longest single sitting hunt for Safari Zone. Like single sitting isn't like single stream hunt for Safari Zone. Cause like we did 550 for one day. And we're gonna go, cause yeah, 280, 2820. Thank you for being cooperative now. Oh, but yeah, this is, like, again, it is the mental exhaustion is the big enemy when it comes to this soft reset hunting. That is the big enemy. Thankfully, I am able to keep that a bit away for a while, but, like, later on, like, this is why I'm not going to do, like, 800 encounters normally. Like, 700, 800, I'm not going to do that normally. It's not going to happen. It's fine. It's fine away. It's fine away. Yeah, I understand. I mean, I do the same thing when I'm watching other streams. I understand completely. No need to apologize. No need to ever apologize. But also, like, you done your Meltan for the day so far, Wei? You done your Meltan yet? I need to wait a little bit longer for my Meltan because the box wants to be a jerk. So, again, anything other than Staravia, I'd be happy getting. Anything other than Staravia, I would be happy getting. Though that does make me wonder, if I do get a shiny, what do we, like, before, like, end of the week, what do we do for the rest of Safari Week, then? But yeah, Emerald Safari Zone for stream, I can't open mine till 3. Open it, yep. I mean, again, like, the box is stupid. I wish that it wasn't, like, okay, 24 hours after the previous ends. Because, like, if it was, okay, you could just, like, okay, this time on this date, it refreshes at, like, you know, the midnight of the day. Okay, that will be okay. Not like, okay, you have to wait exactly 24 hours after it ends. You have to functionally wait 25 hours every single time you want to do it. So, like, the time gets continuously pushed back. That's one of the reasons why I find it hilarious that, oh yeah, well now we just don't open the Meltan boxes unless it is, like, during Meltan week. 28. No. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get a shiny Meltan just from it. I'm really hoping I can get one. 'Cause, like, I just want a Meltan shiny. Thank you, Doodle Lucas. Thank you, Doodle Lucas. How you doing, Lucas? How you doing, though? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing as well, Lucas. Thank you. 30. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna go clean to 3K encounters, and then we're gonna call it a day. Oh my gosh, these encounters. I mean, it's definitely something. It's definitely something. Right. I mean, again, it's helping with the watch hours. It is helping with the watch hours. It's just, we do need to get, like, if we can get to 1K by August, like, that's the goal is August. The goal is, like, August is, like, when I would like to, like, hit 1K by for subs. I hope to hit it by then. Like, not like, you know, at the start of August, but, like, within the vague time frame of August. Joy-Con, like, battery. Okay, battery drain. Oh, okay. When I hear, like, Joy-Cons die, I think, oh, like, they crap out on you and it's, like, flatline. Oh, just battery. Yeah. I don't really enjoy using Joy-Cons. I do not like them. I just use Pro Controllers. Like, Pro Controllers are so much better because the Joy-Cons are finicky, to say the least. And, Joy-Con drift also sucks. Like, Joy-Con drift is a pain in the butt. So, like, I'm glad to not have to ever deal with that with a Pro Controller. But, I mean, at the same time, Pro Controllers are more expensive. Actually, no, Pro Controllers are cheaper. Because, like, Joy-Cons have the battery, they have stuff. Yeah, Pro Controllers are cheaper, actually. It's actually cheaper. So, like, that helps. Yeah, I remember when I had a Pokemon competition, I actually brought my, my actual Pro Controller with me, rather than, yeah, remember I brought my Pro Controller with me to a Pokemon event I had because I didn't want to have my Joy-Con drift screw me over in the middle of a match. So, like, you know what? I will have my Pro Controller with me because the Pro Controller I can rely on, I can depend on. I don't need to worry about Joy-Con drift. So, I'll bring the Pro Controller. It'll work for me. And, I mean, I have to hold up with one hand anyway. So, like, there's that. It's fine. I get to make a stand out of something like that and just use that. We'll be fine. So, I'm okay with that. But yeah, it's like, I do love how Pro Controllers are actually cheaper than Joy-Cons. Purely because Joy-Cons are a pain in the butt. Well, again, like, I mean, a large part of it is, like, the specialized construction, the motion controls. Plus, you have, like, the battery in each one, whereas the, you know, with, like, wired controllers, you don't need a battery in them. And, you know, external battery controllers, you can just put in, you know, batteries. Because you do pay a good amount for the battery. Like, the battery built inside the controller, which, you know, is a thing. So, there's that. But, yeah, again, we're just going through our encounters, hoping for our shiny. Hoping for our shiny. Whoop, whoop. I love how happy Wooper's head bopping is. I can watch Wooper head bop all day long. It's so happy. It's so happy. It is one of the very few 3D models I think is better than the than like the 2D sprites. Like Wooper is like the only one. It is the only one. Exactly. Head bop and Wooper. Wooper do the head bops. Head bop Wooper. I do enjoy Wooper. I do love Wooper. 5. Alright, so we are slowly winding down to the last, we're 75% of the way through today's encounters. 75% of the way. This is stuffing things. This is indeed something good. So, I mean, we have been doing, I mean, again, we're gonna hit odds. We're gonna hit odds minimum. So, okay, assume we do what? Yeah, if we do even, like, 400 encounters over the next 3 days for Safari Week, we will hit odds. If we do more than that, we will surpass odds by a good margin. Yeah, Goodra's a good one. Goodra is not my favorite of the pseudo-legendaries. It's probably, I don't want to say, like, second least favorite, but, like, on the list of them, it is not, it is, like, it's, like, there's only 8 of them, so, like, there's Dragapult, then there's Goodra. But, I like it. I mean, Hisui and Goodra definitely help, like, not, move it up a few pegs, but I still, I love how happy Goodra is. I love how happy Goodra is. It's happy! Like Wooper. It's always happy and smiles. You smile. It is Smile Drago. I don't really like how they made the Hisuian and Galar form shinies for certain Pokemon. Just like, oh yeah, their colors match the regulars' color schemes. Like, for Hisuian Decidueye, it works. But like, Hisuian Typhlosion and Hisuian, Samurai, I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, that they just, okay, they're just palette swaps back to the originals. Not the biggest fan of that. With the Galarian birds, okay, like, Galarian Zapdos is the only one I think, okay, it works. Like, not greatish. I mean, it's funny to see, the color scheme. But, Galarian Moltres is the only one that, like, it looks really good with the shiny color scheme. But it looks like the exact same as regular Moltres. It looks way too much like regular Moltres for me. Galarian Articuno, though, like, with the shiny coloration, it just looks funny. It looks really funny, and I like it. Just because of that. We might eventually shiny hunt Goodra. We might eventually shiny hunt Goodra. I would probably shiny hunt shiny Hisuian Gudra just like use competitively, but who knows? We may or may not be going for the regular Gudra. We may or may not. I'm not positive yet. I've still got plans for things. I love how I'm planning out like future shiny hunts when I was already talking about how I needed to start working on getting finished with more of my ongoing series at the moment. I can't make up my mind. I say I want to like make like I said like I want to like reduce my shiny hunt series. I want to like get the number of ongoing series reduced to a more manageable level. And yet here I am planning even more future series way before I can even get them started. I mean, welcome to Metamaxis. Welcome to Metamaxis. We don't think things through here. We do first, think never, and ask questions too late. Not exactly a glowing introduction to the channel, but it's a thing. It's a thing. Starly. Shiny, will you please for me? I want to get a shiny. Yeah, shiny Galarian Moltres actually looks really good. I see people using it all the time online because they have them from the event. Granted, the only way to get the shiny birds was because of the event, so there is that. So, mileage may vary. Mileage may vary. 2. Whoop, whoop. Whooper is happy. Happy Whooper. Happy Whooper. It's so happy. How many encounters did you get the shiny? Oh, I didn't. I did not do the shiny. I gave up the shiny starter hunt. That hunt briefcase simulator broke me, Lucas. I gave up that shiny hunt. I gave up that shiny hunt. I am not doing that one anymore. It's like I have no desire to do that hunt. Wait. Oh. 4. There we go. It is a good one. I got to, I think, like, it was a few hundred. It was like probably 400, something like that, before I just gave up. It was maybe 1,000, like, absolute most. I wish you good luck fighting Whitney and Crystal. I wish you very good luck. 6. Oh boy, these encounters are really getting to me. I wish you good luck on fighting Whitney, Alpha. I wish you very good luck. 7. Barrel. 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 Shiny cars. What? I mean, I guess, I mean, it really depends on, like, it really depends, though. I actually don't really buy stuff from the eShop, though, is a thing. I don't really buy eShop things, though. But, I mean, I guess it depends on, like, what, you're gonna go get them with, so there's that. Yeah, I was nowhere near that. Okay, then I was nowhere near that, yeah. Yes, like, I was probably, like, the low hundreds then. Because, like, it's just how long. Because of how long the hunts, like, were per reset and encounter is what ended up breaking me. Just because I don't want to be sitting in one place doing it for that long when I just didn't enjoy it. It's for much of the same reason that I stopped doing the shiny Zygarde hunt on stream. It was just that it wasn't fun. And I didn't want to be just so negative and just kind of bemoaning the time it takes to get an encounter for the majority of the stream. So I decided, like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do it. And I do not regret that. I do not regret that. That I will stand by that and say that I think that was the correct decision to end off those 2 shiny hunts because they just were not fun. I did not enjoy them. And yeah. Those were the only, like, yeah, the shiny Chimchar one is the only shiny hunt we have done that I've actually given up on. So I will go to beat her on my first try, and I will do it. Yeah, like, the thing is, Whitney is not exactly that hard. It's just that, well, back in Generation 4, she's actually harder in Gen 4 than she is in Gen 2, statistically, because back then you have the badge boosts. In Generation 4, you don't have the badge boosts anymore. So, like, statistically, she actually is harder back in Generation 4. So you're actually fighting her easy. You're fighting her on the easy mode, Alpha. So, as funny as it is to say, she's easier in Crystal. She's a lot easier in Crystal than she is in the later ones. Just pure numbers. Oh, it's like 2.5 minutes more than that. It's like 2.5 minutes to 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, it's like that's why I gave up on the shiny Chimchar hunt for that. Was just, it wasn't fun. You know, I do the shiny hunts because I enjoy doing stuff with you guys, and I don't want to be negative in those streams. So having, you know, the amount of time I'm spending just resetting for the starter is just not entertaining. Yeah, she's easier back in Crystal. She's easier back in Crystal, amusingly enough. I have the entire difficulty analysis really goes into the ins and outs of why she's easier. Like, well, yes. Well, in the more recent games, yeah, there's Heracross with Brick, but yes, that is one specific singular Pokemon that makes the fight easier. But one specific Pokemon doesn't change hard statistics of you do not have the badge boost when facing her in Gen 4, whereas you do back in Gen 2. So one of my favorite things about that entire difficulty analysis series was things like that. You can screw off, Staravia. You can screw off, Staravia. Here we go. Sweet scent. Port. Whoop whoop. Nope. I just, again, like, I mean, I am trying to remain a little more upbeat and positive when it comes to Safari Week, though. So, like, I'm like, Safari Week's a little more tolerable, though, for me. It's a little more tolerable for me. Imagine you hunt a Pokemon and you're at 2,000 encounters and the shiny finally appears and your Nintendo Switch freezes 100. I'd lose my mind. I'd probably lose my mind if that happened. I would lose my mind if that happened. So, yeah. Try to find an Alpha Suian Zordo outbreak. I mean, I wish you good luck on that. I wish you good luck on that way. I wish you very good luck on that. 7. Oh, nice. Nice getting a Giratina. Oh, yeah, that was probably BDSP for that. Staravia, get Intimidate another Pokemon. Scary dump. I have no idea. I don't really question it, though. Yeah, that makes more sense. I mean, that's still, like, a long reset time, though. It's still, like, a long reset time, though. It's like, I mean, again, like, the reset time is kind of what off-put me for a long time when it came to shiny hunting. But, I mean, it's a little more bearable these days, like, for me now. But, yeah. Yeah, it's a little more bearable these days. But, yeah. It's, like... it's one of the reasons why I... Like... If it doesn't have the shiny charm applied to it, I will not be doing an overworld hunt other than Safari Week, and even then, maybe. Maybe. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because, you know, it's like, I just don't really have the patience. And, I mean, at the very least, you know, then, like, if it's overworld, okay, then I can really go for that. Hunters really be going... Yeah, I mean, like there are shiny hunters that, like, they started hunting Pokemon years ago, and they probably still haven't gotten it today. Like, my friend Dalton, he's a shiny hunter, and he's doing a shiny badge quest. He's doing a badge quest for, Fire Red or Leaf Green, I forget which one it actually is. It's one of those two games, and he's been doing it for several years at this point. OG Shiny Hunter. Yeah, I mean, I respect that way, but also, like, you have more patience than I do. I don't have the patience. I guess maybe if I was shiny hunting for, like, a couple of years, like, you know, for more years than that, I was, like, more used to shiny hunting in the older games, I guess I might feel a little bit differently. But it's because I'm more used to the shiny charm and odds for things like that. It's a little off-putting to go back to, like, full odds things, I guess. Which is why I find it hilarious that back in the Kaiju Lock, I got 2 shinies within, like, 2 weeks of each other in Heart Gold. Like, it's crazy that happened. Yeah, you probably haven't hunted. You were small. Small way. Small way. One almost called it a detour. That was bad. That was a bad joke. Alright, game. Oh yeah, the Machop trade, right. Yeah, there is that. Yeah. I mean, my jokes are bad. My jokes are very bad. I am glad that you guys find my jokes or lack of jokes to be vaguely amusing. It gives me joy. That gives me joy. I mean, if you ever need a spin-off gem, you could always just call it Detour. Detour Gaming. Alright, I gotta go for a sec. Be back in a little bit. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to throw that Pokeball. My controller actually fell and like landed on my lap, and it just clicked the button to actually do that. I mean, my favorite starter for Generation 4 is my favorite starter of all time, which is Infernape. So I'm a little biased in that. Little biased to release it. I think I was 8 when I had Pokemon. Right? Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. Like those old, like those old Game Boy things, they gotta go for so much money these days. Like, cause you gotta think how few of them actually remain in circulation because like people just used them when they were younger and they got, you know, dinged up and damaged and are not really in the best of working conditions anymore. It's just very impressive. It's just very impressive. Ba-doo! Yeah, the amount of time it takes to go for one of these things. I had Chinese. Oh, don't, Raphael, you're making me hungry now. I love Chinese, but I have a weakness for Chinese food. Ah. Is it Gibble, Michaela? Is it Gibble? Is it Gibble? 5. 5. Time. I mean, we're eventually gonna get this shiny. We're eventually gonna get this shiny. It's just a matter of time. We got 95 encounters left in the day. So we should be getting some stuff soon. Leftovers breakfast. Lovely. So do you live, like, West Coast, Raphael? Do you live West Coast? Because, like, you said right now, so that means you gotta be, like, somewhere in the morning. I guess like Hawaii, I guess, could be like there, because like depending on like time zone for Hawaii, depending on how like far back it is. I have the Japanese version of Pokemon Gold, paid $40 for it, done 300 way before COVID because they. Wow, that is amazing. That's a freaking steal. $40 for that. You can just turn around and sell that for like so much money. West Coast Canada, knew it. I knew my time zones. I felt like I had to sneeze, but like my body said, nope, you will not sneeze. My body resisted the sneeze. Yeah, we've been doing well. We've been doing good. 90 left. I'm gonna get. We are going through these encounters very well. Montreal, nice. I love how many people like I have that are from Canada that watch my channel. I feel like a large part of that is one of my friends that, like, I told many years ago about this channel, and they have been watching a lot of my stuff, like, since, you know, they've been watching it for a couple of years at this point, and, you know, they're Canadian. So, because, oh, yeah, there's a lot of traffic from Canada on this guy's videos, relative to, like, his sub-count, so we'll advertise him more in Canada, and I just find that, like, yeah, because of that one, I basically have, like, a larger, like, I have a very significant Canadian base of people. And I just find that funny. Like, yes, one of my friends expanded me into the land of Canada. Never would have expected that to happen. Never would have expected that to happen. But it did. But it did. 4. Interesting. Yeah, you actually don't live that. You actually don't live that far from me, Lucas. Because like I live in New York. I'll not say like the exact location of New York, but we live. I mean, it's several hours away, but like yo, geographically, it's like not that far away. You got it easy, but boy, I'm on it. What do you mean you're at 750 and you're on odds? I'm not. What do you mean about that way? Not sure what you mean by that. Oh, do you mean like for game hunting? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, it's like that. I'm still going to GameStop for Animal Crossing later. Pre-order Violet. Nice. One of the most famous places in. Oh, Comedy Central. Oh, interesting. I actually don't know what Comedy Central is. I'm not with the comedy person. Hey, Raphael. How you been? I have a Raphael. Right out here. But yeah, like, we're just slowly going through these encounters. We're, we are getting closer and closer to odds. Again, every encounter is one encounter closer to our eventual shiny. Every encounter is one encounter closer to our shiny hunt to be successful. So there is that. Ooh, someone saying hi, guys. Hello there. Hey, Blub Blub, how are you doing? How are you doing, Blub Blub? 9. This hunt is. I mean, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So I can't like burn myself out like too early on, like the stuff early on. So I need to like keep myself interested and like keep stuff going. So there is that. But yeah, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. Whoop whoop. Give myself until you hit the next subscriber. Fair enough. Fair enough, Raphael. Yeah. Again, I'm counting on you guys to help me get to those sub goals. Like, I can only do so much here while streaming. I need you guys to help spread the word of the channel so that we can grow larger. I mean, granted, like most. I mean, again, I mean like geographically speaking. So like, if I was in say like Long Island, I'd say, oh yeah, we're close compared to something like say being in North Carolina. Is generally what I kind of mean. I don't actually live in Long Island because you can tell I don't have like the Long Island accent, but yeah. You can please leave. I'm glad you're loving the Soul Link with this. The Soul Link is absolutely glorious. You have absolutely no idea the kind of just stuff that is in store for you guys in like the recorded episodes that have been edited but are not live yet. So like we are up to episode, I think it is 14 at the moment, and episode 7 is out, and you guys, like, there's so much that has happened. We explain the Soul Link in, like, the first episode of it. It's a very, very complicated thing, but, like, there's a thing in the description that actually tells a little bit about it. But, yeah, I'd recommend, like, watch the video, because Foos explains it a lot better than I can. Blub Blub. But yeah, I'd recommend doing that. I actually don't know if we're going to red or not. I think it's still like a little bit up in the air what we're actually going to be doing for everything. Like, you guys gotta remember, like, we also don't want this series to go on for like a year. Like, it's a couple of them. We are enjoying the series, but you gotta remember it's it's 2 episodes a week, and you know, as you saw, we have. Like, it's episode, like, what, like, 7 is up right now, and we've, like, gotten, like, to, like, I mean, we are at episode, 14 in recording, and we are not even halfway done with the game yet. And now you think, okay, then there is, I mean, I think we might be going to red, because, like, this is the thing about the game, that, like, the beginning part, like the beginning, like half of the entire game, so like the Johto portion of the game, takes probably 70% of all time in the game. And then you have, you know, Kanto, which you can just blast through Kanto, because it's basically gym battle, gym battle, gym battle, do this little weird obtuse thing to open the gym battle, gym battle, gym battle, gym battle, go talk to Blue, gym battle Blue, Elite Four rematches, and then red. So it does depend. Oh yeah, I guess it is summer break right now. I mean, I go to college now. I did go to college. I graduated. So like my summer break started back in May. But Blub Blub, what shiny am I hoping for? I don't really know. Like, I mean, Azumarill Azumarill, Azurill, Badoo, Azurill, Marill, Badoo, Roselia, Wooper, or Quagsire are, like, the ones I am hoping for. But, I'd be realistically happy with anything. Outside of, like, Bebarrel, because I don't really care for Bidoof that much. I wouldn't really want one. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Silent. I have no idea what that means, Silent Bob. I have no idea what that means, Lucas. Yeah, I would very much like a shiny Badoo, though. I would love to get a shiny Badoo. That would be a glorious shiny to add to my collection. Like, it's great. Mexis. We in call Saints feel as a no roast. Like, no. Like, we were talking about this earlier. The joke was funny for like a little bit. It's really gotten old. It's really gotten old, Roost, by this point. And I'm honestly just tired of it at this point, really. Like, again, this is why I am going to be creating a restricted VC for only people that I trust. Like, this is case in point tax example of why I am doing that, Roast. And Sweet Scent. Sweet Scent. Wooper Quagsire. I know it's a joke, but, like, still, it doesn't change what did happen. Like, you guys did derail, like, hey, hi, Adorky. How you doing, Adorky? Sorry, switch it about. How you doing? How you doing, Adorky? I know, we love Spiel. We actually have a shiny Spiel in, Legends. We got it from an Outbreak. So I'm super happy about that. I was super happy about that. But everyone on my end, please go show some love over to Adorky-chan. Please go show some love to her. I am good. Just shiny hunting with Roost, Mark, and still trying to find the third player to join the call. Oh, are you in Dynamax Adventures? You in Dynamax Adventures, Adorky? Because I'm always down to do some Dynamax Adventures. I'm always down to do some Dynamax Adventures if that's what it is. Oh, you're still hunting Turtwig. Oh no. Oh no. You're still on Briefcase Simulator. You're still stuck in Briefcase Simulator. Purgatory. I'm so sorry, Adorky. Like, how many encounters are you up to? Oh my god. Like, I do not understand how you guys have the mental fortitude to keep doing that. Like, oh my gosh, Adorky. So like, what VC are you in? Yeah, I guess I could hop in there. I only joined because of Adorky. I only joined this because of Adorky. Like,
So let's talk about Spiel, huh?
No!
Nope.
No. I don't want him to leave.
Yeah, I will, again, like, the joke was funny the first time. It is just old at this point. Like, you guys derailed the entirety of the Dynamax Adventure Shiny Hunt thing that I was planning to do by dragging that out for 3 hours.
That was fair.
I know, but it was like guys in VC that were screwing around. But like, yeah. Yeah, so how you doing, Adorky? How you doing? I believe he is actually a tortoise, not a turtle.
He's not gonna be much when he's gone.
Maybe that's why he hates me. I've been calling it turtle.
I mean, it is Torterra. Tortoise.
Yeah, but when I got 30 encounters, it's my first stream on it.
Yeah.
Second day release, I got it 30.
Well, yeah, but I mean the same thing is like with what is it? Totodile is like actually like an alligator.
Oh,
It's Totodile crocodile, but it's actually an alligator. It's like they flip back and forth with the names occasionally.
Evolution or something.
hey, yellow Marsh.
Yep. But yeah, I'm actually in like the last like final 50 encounters of the shiny hunt on my. I did not mean to throw a safari ball to the B barrel. I do not know how you guys can do like more than one hunt at the same time. I can understand. Like I can understand people doing like that while doing DAs, but like
I don't know how I got the patience to do this.
I was doing DA.
Lucas, that the link below you is Dorky's link. That's the link to her
I
channel.
mean, to be fair, I did ask my community what they want, and so I asked them, so redoing the 1K sleep spot or shiny hunting first?
Oh no! No sleep block. Like always go for the sleep block, and not briefcase simulator.
This is
I
reminding
mean, I'm
me a
gonna
lot
be
of
home alone for a month, so I can do it whenever.
Yeah, briefcase simulator is pain. But yeah, actually, I have like 5 different big things planned for when we eventually hit 1K, and based on like the insane explosion the channel's had, we should be getting there like in the next month and a half or so.
See, I was doing it, but things came up and my tone of voice changed. Normally, I don't give up during sleep walk, but I just.
It was extenuating circumstances that were beyond like mental preparations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I will not go into detail about it, but I have been there before. I understand completely.
Yeah, I've been dealing with it
Yeah,
a lot, and nobody knows about it.
yeah. It is. I understand, and I will not pry. I hope things get better though with Dorky.
In my Discord, everyone knows my community tab.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah, briefcase. Like, briefcase simulator broke me at around probably like it was like a few hundred. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. I'm bailing. Hey Alexander, how you doing?
Hey, I was determined. I never got a shiny before ever.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know. I didn't know how to shiny hunt back. then.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I was not a shiny hunter until like October of last
My
year.
friend- Yeah, it was Sabo. Sabo was my first.
Mine was about December of last year.
Really?
Sabo was my first.
I have no shiny starter actually. I have never shiny hunted a starter, and I have no desire to ever do a shiny hunt of a starter.
I mean, to be fair, I got Sabo at like 500.
Wow. You made it. You got that probably sooner than I gave up.
Yeah. I can be a patient person, but people start pushing me.
Yeah.
Not so nice person.
I am the same way. For reference, see the all-day Dynamax Adventure Shiny Hunt when my voice chat was driving me bonkers, and I had to basically like shut down VC because they were driving me too crazy. Oop. I feel like sometimes I talk a bit too much and I like monopolize the voice chat sometimes.
I'm on the same hunt. Oh, cool.
Also,
Really?
Max is
Yo,
about to
like these shiny birds?
Nice.
People are trying to get the shiny bird, but here I am. I'm trying to search.
Wow.
My garage open up. Hold on.
I have a vendetta against the Starly line, like well against Staravia in particular. I don't know if you heard about the failed shiny Togepi, Dorky.
No, I don't think so.
We were playing Legends, and there was a Togepi outbreak. And I was like, I love Togepi, so like I bolted over to it, and I didn't hear the shiny spawn in sound effect because I can't hear my game audio because of the headset. And my chat heard the shiny. They were like, shiny Togepi, shiny Togepi. but because I'm like a 20-second latency, it was like 40 seconds before I heard about it. And this Staravia just came in and just started attacking me, and I wasted a whole bunch of jet balls because it messed up my aim, and the shiny Togepi despawned. And I was like, I now have a loathing for Staravia because that. If there is one shiny I do not want to get in Safari Week, it's Staravia.
I don't.
I've got all three of the.
Like I am a vindictive SOB.
Why not? What? It's called. I don't want to overwhelm my viewers. That's why I put 3K. And then when we get to 3K, I'll do the 4K. That's literally the real reason. I don't want to overwhelm my viewers. I don't feel like I want to force them to watch my videos just get members.
Yeah.
I like to do baby steps.
Yeah, that is a smart
I was
thing.
gonna do 2K, but since we're getting so close to 2K, I just.
Makes sense.
And when I do get 2K, I'm gonna be doing a sleep block of Insurgents. I promised someone. We made a bet.
I've actually never played Insurgents.
I never beat in it.
I've heard good things.
It's a long
Pretty sure
game.
Taco is still playing through it.
Like, is it even possible to sleep block it if it's that long?
Learn to walk before. Yeah, some people have done it.
I mean, but is that with the assistance of caffeine?
Oh, I have caffeine.
Okay, then I don't drink caffeine.
Yeah, I can't drink energy drinks. It makes me sick.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've known people with like Mountain Dew
Yeah.
addictions and
Yeah,
coffee,
let's do
so I don't drink it.
You know?
Oh,
And
Mountain Dew addiction.
I'm so glad that I finally got freaking Streamlabs to connect with my PayPal.
Oh, nice.
I finally got it to work. I'm like, how?
Success.
I know.
I mean, that is literally me when we finally got the audio to work on the capture card for the Switch after like a year of it not working.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine worked. I didn't know how to set up my Elgato.
Yeah, mine's not an Elgato. It was like, I don't... It was...
Until my friend said, oh, it's simple, just connect it to your PC. I'm like, really? So I watched this 1 hour video that was showing me differently.
Yeah, but I think... Wait, I did everything the same.
I had my Elgato for a year.
I did everything the same way that I did before when like I first did it and there was no audio. I did everything the same way and now just spontaneously has working audio for some reason. And I mean, I'm not questioning it. It's just, it's working now. And that is exactly true,
Update,
Michaela.
I am now on the road.
Huh?
Update, I am now on the road in my car.
Alright. Yeah, I mean,
So if you hear police sirens, I didn't do it.
That sounds
Oh
even
my
more
God,
suspicious.
I'm at the 420.
You...
I know
you...
what
I'm
you're talking
420, I'm
about.
620.
Innocent until proven guilty, and you're never gonna make me prove guilty. That was not English. Roll with it.
Yeah, you don't speak English good.
No hablo inglés.
I don't speak Japanese.
But sure.
I did actually take French in high school. I actually did take French in high
I
school.
took Spanish.
I didn't take Spanish. All of my friends took Spanish. So like, I don't. Everyone takes Spanish. I want to take French.
I should take French because I got French blood, so I went to do Spanish.
Ah.
I wanted to take German, but you know, trash.
I didn't want to take German because like I heard it was a hard language to do. Like I don't want to take it. And then it cut to one of my friends who was just taking freaking AP German in high school.
Dang it, trains, bro.
Oh,
Why? Of all time.
you're stuck behind a train thing.
Uh,
I always used to like watching the train go by, but now it's like, okay, I want this thing to be over with now. I just want to get going.
Yeah.
it's a long one too.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
At least you're on the
Like,
phone.
my bugs are still passed out. I didn't think me running them for that long would...
Yeah.
Yeah, I ran them around like at like 9 to get them tired out so they wouldn't like bark.
The last thing I want to be is sitting idle, waiting for a train to pass by. in 100-degree weather in a car with a black interior.
Oh no.
It is hot.
Ooh.
I have a Gatorade in here, but this Gatorade has been here, and now when I drink out of it, it's like a boil.
Ew. That's gross.
It sucks. Yes. Oh, I thought that was the end of the train. No, they were just empty things. There's still more trains.
Oh, I feel bad, but also
I feel bad just sitting here.
I don't.
Four.
I don't. Wait, is that yeah? Because it's Roost talking. I don't feel bad if it's Roost.
Wow. Okay, I see how it is. You know what I have to say about Spiel now? No.
I honestly don't care what you have to say about Spiel. I don't care what you have to say about Spiel. Spiel is the hero of the Soul Link, and he will always be the hero of the Soul Link.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do to the next shiny Petal Lyceum access?
Okay. So I'll have my Lilligant shiny, so I don't care.
I'll patch it. I'll call it Maxis, and then I'll release it.
Okay.
Play with where.
It's not fun.
I'm okay with that.
I might actually not do that. That's the end of the train.
Plot twist, there's another one.
It might be a mirage. Who knows? Maybe I'm hallucinating.
Yep.
I hope I'm not hallucinating. Yeah, that's the end of the train. Let's go.
In before Final Destination, a piece of metal just comes flying out from under the train and decapitates you.
No, in before a plane starts landing on the railroad.
Wow.
We're literally 4 legs away from 20.
Wait, how many legs away?
Or from 20, you say?
Might have to send a raid that way, Adorky. You might have to be sending a raid.
Let's do that. Yes, that is.
Maybe.
Hypothetical. Train thing go up. Train thing go up. Train thing. Yes, I'm free.
Train thing go up.
Train thing go, but please go up. Up now, please. Yes.
No. Train thing's malfunctioning, Roost.
Train better not be malfunctioning.
You'll just drive through it anyway.
Train thing gonna be broken if it starts malfunctioning on me.
if it's broken, you'll break it even more.
It'll be shattered.
Yep.
It'll be pieces everywhere. No super glue will fix it once I'm done.
Wow, the violence. That reminds me of the they have those kind of things for like a specific area on campus, like the most busy part of it, to just block people off from getting in there. And someone drove their car into one. So how do they fix it? They just like put a pool noodle on it to like keep it. Why a pool noodle? It made no sense.
Pool noodle can't fix nothing.
I know, but again, it's Penn State. This is the same college that $13 for a diploma case was too much money for them to give you a diploma case when you graduate.
Really?
You have to special order a diploma case from there. It's like, why?
I made my own case for my diploma.
Nice.
I still haven't got my
Buying
college
glass
yet.
is very expensive.
It
I have to
is.
wait till July.
It is.
The frames were fine because we homemade it.
Nice.
Truck, go, truck.
Lucas, I generally listen to metal and rock for music. That's what I listen to.
I listen to Nerd.
Speaking of that, I'm actually going to go see Def Leppard later this year, and Motley Crue.
Need more concerts, but I'm afraid of falling asleep in them. I have before.
Oh, trust me, when you go to the kind of concerts I listen to with the music of, you don't fall asleep.
It doesn't matter if I'm like by like the speakers, which I was. I fell asleep.
What kind of music?
There goes Mark. We lost Mark.
Mark, no, come back.
No.
Sorry, Mark.
He didn't say a single word.
All right, time to go for a raid. We hit our big 3K encounter total. So let's go for a raid.
Did my brother text me what he wanted yet? I'm not gonna check.
So let's go and show some love. Let's go show some love, guys.
He's back!
Hey, Mark has returned!
You're not
Marky
dead,
Moo.
thank God.
Marky Mark and his funky bunch.
Who's called Marky Moo?
I said Marky Mark and his funky bunch.
Someone said Marky Moo, I heard it.
Marky Moo.
What is Marky Moo?
Marky
It's
Moo.
like- it's like-
That's his nickname.
Really?
Is he
Yeah.
a Markiplier?